All right, we are live. I'm gonna get this over to the right. To the right map here.
I'll host you, man.
Thanks for hosting. Sunburst, oh boy. Okay, let me make sure everything's good. I'm hearing like fan noises or something.
Yeah.
There's a fan noise from somewhere.
So, wait, is it for me?
No,
Oh, it's from Teague.
Oh, it's Teague's. Okay. I was making sure it wasn't mine because I messed with my mic stuff. Unacceptable.
Server.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
it's
turned
fine
my
now.
gain back down.
Don't hear it now.
It's good now. We are good. So, we pick up after battling 2 mimics. And having some sort of visions in the mirror of loved ones. And at the fountain to the right of where you guys are all at, there was a doorway that opened up and it had like a green glow like some of the other doorways up above. Oh, you know what? You know what else doesn't happen when I don't use my scene selector? I don't get my powers. There we go. So that is where we're picking up. 2 dead mimics that have turned into gray piles of goo. A mirror on the other side of a doorway that seems to be something you can't walk through. The doorway opens up over at the fountain, and looking inside of it, it looks to be a stone frame foundation with a few statues in 4 corners, and in the center of the room is a platform. Do you walk in?
Before going in, I investigate this pile of bones, see if there's anything interesting.
Sure.
Where did you go? Investigation.
Okay. As you're looking through, you notice that they are all humanoid bones. These are not animals that have gathered here. And as you're kind of like pushing through the bones, you feel like this shadow, kind of like obscure light above you. And as you look up, you step back as a zombie falls onto you, or into your space. And it goes, poof, and it goes, it lays lifeless as an undead zombie can, and then kind of starts to move really slowly.
Can I stab it with my spear or my dagger?
Yeah. Make an attack roll. As long as you don't botch it, it's fine. Nice. Yeah, you definitely
hit it.
Yeah, you hit it, and you stab it dead.
All right. I'm just gonna look up and look around everybody else, and we should maybe keep going.
Another splat.
I think they figured out where we were coming from.
Amira, is this your doing? Because
splat.
I'm just gonna walk through the door.
Why would this be my doing?
well, you're
Okay,
the
I'm
one
gonna
that
follow.
pushes.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
following
splat
too.
it, not even listen to what Enro's saying. I just run
Splat.
through the door.
And as you make your way, you're all going through the doorway. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Yes.
Making your way into the doorway, you hear just an abundance of these splatting noises onto the ground as just droves of these zombies that were chasing you up above or below, who's to say, start to fill in this area. And the doorway kind of goes down.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's
Raining
raining
zombies. You are.
Here we are.
I gotta adjust my. I changed my pan to zoom, and it's kind of confusing me. You are in. If you go to the bottom of this map. Oh, hold on. Watch out. You have these 4 statues that are surrounding each of the sides of this platform. The doorway is just to the side of where Inra's at. Mirda, if you want to bring yours in.
Oh, so this is where we came in from?
Yeah, that's where you came in from. That's the doorway that shut on you.
What are those? No booping.
Look like statues.
No one boop anything. And I
I
like
boop
stare at
Enra.
Mirda. No! Oh, God, get out. Stop it.
You don't want to boop a statue? Come on.
I don't boop the statue.
Can I guess I'll go and investigate the statue.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do an Arcana check, see if I can see any sort of like magical properties to this thing.
To what thing?
The statue.
Okay. Go ahead and do your Arcana check. You do indeed notice that the statue is made out of some sort of resonation stone that is similar to that of a messaging stone. And as
Hey,
you
these things are.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say these things are made out of like Rocky Talkies.
What?
You know the Rocky Talkies. It's a similar material.
Do I have memory? Question DM of the Rocky Talkies we used.
that
I
was in
mean,
the
I
previous
had
campaign.
one
Yes,
with
yes.
me.
You would know what these are.
Okay.
This is a common thing in
Oh.
your world as well.
I had one with
okay,
me, and I was talking to the library.
So what does that mean? We can make a bunch of calls to, well, ourselves, or what?
Or these are synced to somebody specific, and this is like some sort of like meeting chamber, like a conference call kind of thing.
Can I try talking to a statue?
Sure.
I'll like
You don't need to
yell at
roll
it.
for anything.
Hello?
You just like it takes a
Anyone
second,
there?
but you see the eyes glow orange, and you hear a voice, and it says, "Please step onto the plane. Please step onto the plane. Please step onto the plane.
Step onto the plate.
Please step onto the plane.
Yeah, I'll step on it too.
Guys,
Please
he's not
step
gonna
onto the
stop.
plane.
Let's get over here.
So will I. So will I.
Please step on." And it stops mid-sentence whenever you step onto the plate.
That was really good.
Thought you'd enjoy that. As you all step onto the plate, you see like this kind of guardrail go up, and it connects to this what would be perceived as the ceiling, but it's also like a made of the same material as the plate that you stepped on, which houses you all. It could probably hold another person. And you hear the whirring and the turning of cogs and pulleys and the same sounds, but much more pronounced now that you heard earlier when you were attempting to use the treasure box.
Oh, goodness.
We're gonna die.
Well, high probability, but
And you start to move up.
Oh,
oh, yeah,
are we moving?
You are moving
okay.
in an
Guys?
upward direction. What are you trying to do? Mage armor? Gulch just like boop. Nice.
Before I forget.
Yep. Nope. That makes sense. As you go up,
Well, clearly, Gulch is worried.
you go through a hole in what seems to be like a decrepit. The flooring has kind of like decayed away a little bit, and to the north and south sides of the area that you're in, as you're going through this floor, you go to the next floor, and the second floor has these two light bars, these beams of light going across it. You can't seem to see anything through. It takes about 60 seconds for you to get from, like, that's how slow this moves, so it's about 60 seconds per floor. Or we'll say 30 seconds per floor. So if there's something you would like to do as you pass through these floors, just tell me.
Okay.
So you are here. Now, you guys don't have to move your tokens unless you want to, but like this is what you're seeing.
Does it look like the same?
Blue mist?
Oh,
It's like blue light that you can't see through. It's very similar to Gulch's Wall of Light, but this is more reminiscent of the technology used in that prison you were in Hoblock.
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Can I
Okay.
touch the light?
You can try to reach through to try to like see if your hand can reach it, but it's not quite. It's just outside of reach.
Okay.
These rooms are about 25 feet across, and so you're in like an elevator size space of like 6 by 6. So your arm needs to reach out more than that to reach the light.
I'm
Gulch
doing an
did,
investigation check just to look around the room to see
Okay.
if there's anything else beside the walls.
Okay. Looking around the room, you see the decrepit state of the floor centered around the shaft that you guys are coming up through. The sides seem to have some like slits of glass that look like if there were light coming in, you would see light coming through it, but it's very small. It's about 6 inches, and it is about a 5
That's
foot
pretty
by 6
average.
inches. But you don't see any light.
I'm not gonna do anything for right now.
You pass through that next floor. The state of the floor is similar, but not quite as pronounced as the state of the decrepit floor below you. And you see two more rows of light, similar to what you saw before, but they seem to be slightly dimmer, almost as if like the power that whatever powers them has been diminished slightly.
Would we assume that these are prisoners on the other side of this light?
Let's find out.
What do you mean? Let's
I'm-
find out.
I'll just blast it.
One at each wall.
That first one, which one do you aim it at?
Let's go here.
Let me make sure that the
The one on the right.
one on the right. So the one on the right begins to kind of power down slightly, but only slightly enough so that you can make out two figures on the ground, kind of propped up against the walls. And they look like two humanoids. They are not moving. The one at the other side of the wall doesn't quite do enough to see what's on that side.
On the for the one on the right, can I cast a level 3 counterspell?
Counterspell's a reaction, so like that would require something to happen for you to do it. I get you've done this a couple times. I know what you're trying to do, dispel it, right?
I know.
And so it's
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to
it has to be
dispel.
done in the moment. So, but I get what you're going for. So, is there some other way you want to?
Because
you
I
can
think
attempt
I
that?
used it at Hoblock, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be the same effect.
Oh, did I let you use
Or
it in
in that
Hoblock?
prison.
Did I let you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then fuck it.
What
I'm
was
gonna
it?
let you do it because if I let you do it before, but no more.
Okay.
So I'll let
That's
you use it
fine.
in this
I
in
always
this
forget about it.
So here's what happens. These both pop off at the same time. You both have the same idea at the same time. Eldritch Blast and you Eldritch Blast both of them. And the reason that the second one doesn't go through is because Inra counterspells it to try to like power things up. And he counterspells that second Eldritch Blast, and it does reveal that there's still like a light there, like you know that you wouldn't be able to pass through it, but you do see the figures there. One looks identical to one of the fighters that died in the fighting pit. The other looks... Actually, I forgot that he had his illusion magic up whenever that happened. He looks like the humanoid version of the enforcer that died. So the two people that died in the Grandmaster's fighting pits, these two look just like them, but they seem to be... They're either dead or incapacitated to a point where they're not moving. 10 seconds.
I believe I wasted a counter spell on that. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay.
I am going to cast infestation towards them.
Okay. So, are you aiming it at one of the bodies or at the wall?
One of the
Yes.
bodies.
One of the bodies? Okay. So as you do this, it connects with the wall and it passes through it because it's just enough to like bring it down. And you cast Infestation and it seems to gravitate to the body that looks like Kel, this one right here. And it kind of, your infestation kind of encumbers him. And but he's not moving, he's not reacting to it in any way. So it's likely that he is expired.
Can I do it to the other side too?
If you want to burn another spell slot.
Well, it's just a cantrip.
Oh, infestation is a cantrip? Okay, yeah, you can do it. But you have 5 seconds, so as you cast it, you're going to cast it to this wall over here to the left?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go for it. Okay, so you have done so, and it's just enough to kind of make that flicker. And the last thing you see before going to the next level is a shape that seems to resemble that of some sort of dragon. Small dragon. It is also lifeless and does not seem to move. And you head into the next floor.
Wait, no.
Yep.
Done.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
What?
Gave you plenty of time. 30-second. These are
Already
30-second little movements.
What?
Hey,
Wait,
did you see that? There was a little baby dead dragon. I'm so surprised you didn't do anything about that. That's weird.
He wasn't dead.
Dying.
He wasn't dead though.
Gonna be dead soon because you did nothing.
You did nothing. It's your fault.
Eldritch Blast. No.
Eldritch Black is in the ceiling. The whole tower.
That's a pretty good idea, actually. Are we on the next floor?
You pass through the next floor, and it seems to open up a little bit. It's a little bit larger of a room. It seems to be maybe that this is the end of the line. You start to feel yourself slow down, and you hear a ka-chunk as it as the elevator ends its journey here and locks in place. About the room as you enter it, it seems to be lit by a similar source that the rest of the place that has been lit by. You notice that there is a suit of armor that's kind of standing up on its own. It seems to be ornamental with the colors of the Zamoran Guard. There is a desk with books strewn about, some open, some not. There's a pedestal right next to it, on the opposite side. Or I'm sorry, yeah. There's another drawer that seems to be more like a cabinet, that seems to have some scrolls and papers like spilling out of it, and a bunch of scrolls that are lined up and a lot of like spilled ink and things like that. It seems to be some sort of a study. What's more notable is the body that is propped up in like a lotus position that's been disemboweled. It is obvious that is a female body, and the intestines have been lined up around it in such a way to create this sort of star with a circle and incantation symbols of various makes all throughout it. Some sort of a circle, summoning circle of some sort of blood magic was happening here. Next to that, to the left of that, is a pedestal with a book that's opened on it and seems to have a quill with ink that is very wet still. And to the right of that is a bed that upon it is seated a large, obviously polished and new suit of armor that seems very menacing, and it has a lot of like spikes and stuff jutting out of it. The chest piece is open in the center, and in the middle of it is a glowing red stone. On the wall to the right of that is what looks to be another version of the Enforcer that you saw, but in like his metallic form. And he is ripped open from the inside and seems to be lifeless. And he, where you saw the stone on the one that died in the Grandmaster's brawl, he's missing his stone. On the opposite wall of that, you see one of those lights that are kind of like meant to contain stuff that is on. That is what you were greeted to in the room.
Oh, someone's been busy. What are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for you to do something.
Okay.
You said there's a.
Right then.
Guys.
Did you say there was a book here? With
There was a very large book,
Quill?
yes, right there to the left.
With wet ink, right? All right.
Yeah, it looks like somebody had
I'm
been
gonna
writing
go
in it.
Check out the investigate the jewel. Amira, you go do your own fucking thing.
Well, I thought there was no. Was there a place for a jewel, or was there a jewel in it?
I thought it was like a jewel somewhere. I just don't recall.
The stone, the dark stone that was like inside the chest whenever whoever pulled that out of
Yeah.
the one that died in the arena. That's what
In
you're
the
seeing.
room, where is it?
It's glowing a different color. It's in the chest cavity of this one.
Ah, okay. So that's where I'm gonna go. Boop.
Are you gonna take it?
I'm not gonna take it. I'm going to investigate it.
Okay.
And
then
don't touch
take it.
that.
I'm not going to touch it. Jeez, I feel like the monkey in Aladdin. Gave him
A boo.
one.
A boo?
I feel like a boo right now. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna investigate the book and.
All right, yeah, roll your investigation checks.
I didn't
yeah.
see it. It's a book.
Inra, you're investigating this chest cavity and you're like, huh, it's a nice chest. You actually don't see anything that would what are you looking for exactly? Like, I guess we could start there.
I guess I'm trying to see if there's any like magical properties that could possibly help us.
Okay. You would need to do an arcana check for that. So investigation wise, you don't see any symbols, you don't see any magical scrawlings on the inside of this armor. There's nothing like that would guide you in that direction. You can roll an arcana check if you'd like. If you're looking for magical things. Ooh, even
Perfect.
worse.
Even better.
In fact,
Great.
You
Loving
actually
my
cut
life.
yourself
you
from
feel
the
like,
game.
yeah, you're like running your hand all around inside to like see if you can feel any kind of switches or levers or anything like that, and you get like a little bit of a prick. It doesn't hurt you to lose hit points enough, but it definitely makes you bleed a little bit.
Barrett, don't give the DM ideas.
And as you
Just-
bleed, it hits that
My
stone
favorite part.
and it begins to glow a let me check here real quick. Let me make sure I'm not. It glows. It goes from like an orange to like a green. But you don't
Right.
feel anything. Nothing's happening. Nothing activates. Nothing like that. But it just seems very, very odd. Gulch, your 10 investigation is good enough because of your knowledge of these particular types of books. You're actually familiar with this book or the type of book that it is. It seems to be it's like, what do we call this? It's called a Book of Remembering, and it's usually a shared notebook that has multiple copies made of it to a certain limit. And it is meant to be placed in the Arcanum Arcanum's studies, but only like the highest ranking members have access to them. And you know that this book is something that people will write in, and it's basically shared knowledge. But you also know that it is tied to the podium that it is on. So any magical properties that it has are attached to that podium. And usually this is very weird. This is very odd placement because this should not be in just some random wizard's, tower that you know nothing about and you've never heard of this guy. You do know that it would have a record of how many copies are made or how many people have it and their names. There's also a section in there that would tell you where those people are at the present moment if they have the book on them. Do with that information as you will. But there are also a lot of interesting notes in there. So you doing what you want to do with that. While you think about that, Mierda, what are you investigating?
I'm sort of investigating the whole room.
Okay.
Just sort of get my bearings.
Okay. So outside of the things that I have told you, you have a few things that catch your eye. Most notably is the woman who is dead and seated in the center of this blood circle. Strewn about with her various organs that seem to be very aged, much more so than her actual body, which she does seem to and appear to be an older woman, but there's a lot of blood that's been smeared everywhere. And for some reason, this woman seems familiar to you. You're picking up a familiarity to her. In your investigation, you realize that she is missing her eyes and they're not in the room. Her organs are spread about in different points on the stars. And in the stars points, there are 3 items. One is a stone, one is a gem, and one is a crescent-shaped scythe-like blade.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
You said how many points are on the star?
There are, we'll say 6.
Is my tarot card on one of those, or is it just the other item?
As you look behind, you notice that your tarot card is behind. You notice that the items that you placed into the magical chest are here. Anything magical usually has a sheen for those who are attuned to them or who deal with magical items, so you're aware of how to like pick up on this. But you don't see the sheen on it anymore. Aside from that, because you're looking all around the room, you notice that the dresser over here to the right of the on the it's your right. It is basically just full of scrawlings and scrolls that talk about the different religions of the world. If there's anything specific that you want to look for outside of that, I will tell you.
Do one of those books look like it was recently used? Like is
Though
one less dusty?
there's a lot of them that are kind of on that desk across the way, and there's a lot of them that are kind of surrounding the podium that Gulch is standing by, and that and the notebook that he's actually looking at, which is a tome. It's very large. Those all look to be very well read and very, like, some are very old. If you're looking for what the contents are, that is pretty easy to determine based off of the symbols and such. And it's mostly alchemy. Different forms of alchemy, different forms of ritualistic ceremony. There are some druidic texts that are involved in the stack of books that talk about the world tree.
But I don't outright recognize the woman in the blood.
As you peer deeply into the eyeless face, it becomes clear to you that this is someone who meant a great deal to you. And you probably wouldn't recognize this person if it hadn't been for that vision that you had downstairs where you saw Baba at your house. And you recognize this as Baba Skilfra.
I knew it.
You unlock core memories of that last moment where you saw that Baba stayed behind to keep the doors open for you all. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that she's here. And even less sense that she's dead.
Organs appear older than her
Like
body?
ancient and mummified.
Yeah, okay.
Like almost like they've outlived her. Like her body seems much younger than those organs should be.
How long does it appear that she's been here?
The blood seems to be fairly fresh. Her body, not so much.
I'm gonna do mass cure wound. No, I'm just kidding.
She is most definitely dead though. Like she's not. Yeah, she's not healable. I don't want you to burn a slot for that. I'm not gonna do that. Don't do that.
Wakes up blind.
Her eyes reappear, but she's still dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
So, hey, Gulch, do you still have those eyes? The stones from that we need to give to what's her face's sister? You know what I'm talking about?
At this point, I'm not even listening to her. I'm looking at the last couple entries in the tome to see what kind of things are
Okay.
being added in.
So as you're ignoring because you're engrossed in this riveting note-taking process, you come across a bunch of notes. This seems to be notes that are being taken by multiple people at the same time. These last few entries seem to be by the same person in the same handwriting. and it's things like the last items have been found. They've come to us through some divine means. I'm going to begin the process of singularity transference. You see in the notes beforehand that there's a lot of discussion about blood magic and a sacrifice that has to be of equal or greater magical power than the caster trying to perform this ritual. This ritual is meant to distill the consciousness and energy of a being across a multiverse into a container so that it can transcend and become in the form of a godlike being through the use of a homunculi or golem.
So while he's reading that, I
Well-
just kind of turn around like, oh, what?
You hear Mirta like trying to get his attention, but he's ignoring her.
Okay, all right.
Good.
I kind of turn around like, I don't think there's anything here. I just nicked my finger and this thing turned green. Really, that's all that happened. What did you guys find out?
It turned green?
Oh, but yeah, green, right? Yeah, it looks green.
Stone
My
does glow
detection.
green for just a moment, and then it kind of goes back to its orange.
And now it's orange again. Perfect.
Can you take the stone out?
Can you take the stone out?
Oh, what? You hurt your little finger? You can get the stone?
Yeah, I want you to hurt your finger. Jesus, what?
Fine, move.
Ow. Okay, fine.
Move.
Oh, my bad. Actual character.
Move your character.
Sorry.
But
I just want
ahead.
to note
Mhm.
that, and you can do this whenever. While they're doing this interchange, I'm looking through the index to see who has access to this book.
Okay. You're perusing through, like you're trying to find that page because it's at different spots and different makes and models of this type of book. In doing so, you see more of these notes that are kind of spread throughout, and it's a lot of talk about how to build the unit of transference, and it's made from a mixture of hellstone and an alchemical process that involves blood magic. And to perform this ritual, conduits of godlike powers are needed for the transference. And there's a list of the items that are needed that seem to have been missing, and in wet ink there is new notations of items that were found that would be effective for this. And it is an item forged by an old goddess, a stone from another plane of magical existence, and a power gem depleted of magic.
Whoops.
Oops. You get to the page that is with a list of people who own this book or a copy of this book. You see the name Luther Chevalier, and then it has a page number of where to locate him. The next name in the book is actually startling for you, as it's one you recognize quite well, and that is Brom
Oh, dear.
Arenthal.
Oh.
A deer. No. And to his name, next to his name, he has a page to locate where he is at. The next name in the book is Rictavio Wright Crow. And again, a page number with his location. There is a name that seems to be fading almost as if they owned it at one point and now it is being replaced by someone else. And the name is Baba Sciofra. Another name underneath that seems to be less faded is Mako Trovantes. And the last, most recent, is the name Thomas Strongwall.
I'll let you cut back over. To
What's
what they're doing.
next? Okay, Mirda, you were investigating the suit of armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take the gem out.
Okay. As you place your hand upon it, it kind of burns your hand. Make me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, please. I'll make it. You take 6 psychic damage.
Great.
As you feel this kind of, it's a shot of pain that goes directly from the point of contact onto this stone, and it shoots up and through your arm, and it's almost like you can feel it. It's like it's alive, and it is burrowing into your body, and it goes straight into your spinal column and into your brain, and you feel this like grip, and you hear the voice say, "No." And as you let go of it, the suit of armor kind of starts to glow in this, like a warding spell kind of was activated.
Ugh. Guys,
What?
I think
Yeah.
I
What?
think I did something.
Did you boop something again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what is it this time? Am I going to die? Are we all going to die now? What's
How am I supposed to
happening?
know that? I don't know.
You're pretty good at having it happen. So, what happened?
I touched it and now it looks angry.
Well, it doesn't react to you. It just simply glows, like, and you recognize this as some sort of a defense mechanism,
Yeah.
sort of spell that's been kind of activated. But it hasn't made any movements of aggression to you.
Maybe, just pull it out.
I'm not touching it anymore.
No. Oh, just give it a good yank.
Ew. I already tried. It hurt. You try it.
All right. I try and yank the stuff. Break the gem.
The second that you place your hand into the cavity, the chest plate that's kind of been splayed open right here goes poof, and clamps down onto your hand. And I'm gonna need to make a DC 16 dex save, please, or yeah, that's what we're doing.
C16.
So just do a dex save. You need to beat 16.
Oh, okay, got it.
Does not make it.
Help.
12 force damage onto your hand, and then it releases it to let you pull your hand out, and then it clamps back down. So it's now covered.
Is my hand? So my hand's out. Right?
Yeah, your hand's out. It
okay.
releases it, and then it closes it immediately.
Okay, all right.
So it's like escalating its defense protocols.
Mira, try again.
Tried. No, I'm not trying again.
Gulch,
And I
That's it.
roll my D100 to see if any of these names in this book jump out at me besides the ones I know
Yeah,
immediately.
sure. Do you remember what your DC was?
I think it's 82 or higher.
Yeah. Ooh, so close. So close. So much chrono deviance to use.
I know. I was about to
Ooh.
say I might use this for the
Ooh,
first
good.
time and do a
Can if you want.
I'm doing it. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm gonna do it.
All right. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to ask permission. So that's gonna. We're gonna say. So basically, we're gonna give you advantage on this, so you can roll again. I'm gonna take 5
Okay.
away. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not 5. That's 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy. 84. You did it. So you recognize Luther Chevalier. You know who that is. That is the guy who you spoke to in Hoblock, who is basically running the show there. That then put you in prison. Brom Arenthal is the leader of your section of the Thenum Arcanum. And
He's the guy who promoted me.
he's the guy who promoted you. Rictavio, you don't recognize this last name, but Rictavio is a name of somebody who you remember first befriending and then fighting at some point in your past in another life somehow. Baba Sciofra was a friend from that same life who sacrificed himself so that you could go live the life that you're living now. Mako, again, you don't recognize his last name, but Mako was also on your side and was your friend and walked through one of the doorways that you all ended up walking out with the expectation that you were going to go to your own destinies. Thomas Strongwall is a name that you've only heard here, and you recognize that as somebody you were trying to ascertain the whereabouts of for Mistress Skilfra.
Can I walk over to Gulch with a pained hand?
Sure.
Gulch, what have you found out here? You don't have to go through the names.
I this is a tome. It essentially works as a way for multiple people who have multiple copies of this to write notes and collaborate with each other over far distances. It it's it talks about bringing a godlike entity into our reality and trying to find a vessel for it. It discusses blood magic. It it it's confusing. The names of the people who are contributing to this. I know some of them, and
Well,
I'm baffled.
go ahead and read some to me, because you know I can't read. So
Well,
Forgot.
you remember the jackass who threw us in prison? He's one of the contributors here.
Thrown into a lot of prisons, but go
A
on.
prison that we all got thrown in together.
Oh,
not
yeah,
you
that was a
specific.
lovely time.
Luther Chevalier, the guy that took your ship.
Yes.
My boss, the guy who promoted me to running the library that I have or had.
Wait, I thought the robot was your boss. Oh,
No, he's an
all right, go
assistant.
on.
This lovely lady here. I'm going to just point to the corpse on the ground.
Very lovely. That angle.
Yeah. Some of these are memories of people from another life. So, I only remember this woman from a vision I got while reading this book. Um, there was a name of a guy who started off as a friend who ended up betraying us, and we had to defeat. There's, you know, it's confusing. There's another man who was, I believe, a wizard who was a friend, and he walked through a doorway, a different doorway than what we walked through.
No, it's the
I
same
don't
one.
understand.
And
Oh, was it
is
the
that
same
Same
one?
same door, yeah. You guys all went through the same door.
I just, and then
well,
this.
then, all right. I'm sorry. Let me get this straight. So there are multiple copies of this book, and whoever's name is in this page here, we know where they are. Can we speak to them at all?
I don't know if we can speak to them, but we can find where they are.
That
Does this
works.
book only work if it's on this?
The magical properties
Pillar?
of the book only work if it's on the pillar. So you can take the book, but if you were to try to, that if you were to try to use this map technology later, you would need to find another pillar.
Question to DM.
Mm-hmm.
Enra has had a vision of Tom Strongwall. It was a future vision.
Yes.
And then I have another thing in my notes where he was a person that was sent to get the stone.
Right. He was sent here. He's one of the, he's like the side quest.
Okay. Is he the person that we have to find for
Mistress?
the fighting ring?
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's what
For
it
the
was.
mistress.
Yeah, this is for the mistress.
It's okay. All right. So apparently I know that information. This is just what I'm trying to convey. But
I'm gonna quickly flip to the pages
Okay.
and write down the locations of where these people are at this moment.
All right. So
Cool.
which one do you turn to first?
Let's go Thomas Strongwall.
All right, Thomas Strongwall, as you are looking on the page that it is numbered for him, he's in this room.
Oh shit.
Okay. I was gonna breeze past that quickly.
must be a glitch. It was weird.
We can kind of do like a confused thing and then go, okay, I'll come back to this.
What's wrong?
Luther, hold on a sec.
Okay.
I gotta make sure this isn't broken. Let's go to Luther Salvier.
Loser Chevalier. Luther is actually seems to be towards the outside of Trigant.
Fucking Trigant.
And is moving very fast.
Okay. Can I kind of estimate a direction of?
You kind of have like it's like a very vague map. So like, it's not like it has like this magic map where everything's at. It has.
Not like a Marauders map?
It's like, yeah, it's like you see a coastline and you see a dot and you see it moving at the coastline, but you recognize from looking at maps, especially with your training that you got a little bit of on the boats, is that it looks like maybe they're going into dock in Trigant.
Okay. Let's go Brom next.
Brom is actually in Hoblock in your library.
Oh.
All right. Rictavio?
Rictavio is in the Southern Isles.
Baba Skilfra.
Baba Skilfra is a weird mix. It's almost like there's two maps that are on top of each other. One shows her in the location, just like Tom, in this room. And the other shows that there is a dot in Trigant.
And then finally, Mako.
Mako. Where's my notes at? Mako is also in this room.
Gulch? There was a slight giggle there. Is there something funny in the book?
Not funny, haha, but funny, weird. So currently, uh, Luther is looks like, if I'm reading this map correctly, you might be docking into Tergant.
Docking. Okay.
My boss is currently in my library.
We're looking for you. Go on.
The guy who was a friend who betrayed us in another life is in the Southern Isles. And then the next three are in this room. And I'm just gonna kind
What?
Sorry.
of, well, I mean, one of them is her, and I point at the corpse on the ground.
Obvious.
And I don't know. The other two are saying they're in this room with us. Hey, what are those things? I'm just gonna like finally notice that these things are standing in the room.
Mira, this, and I'll point to this thing over here.
Yeah.
There we go. Did you look into that? Don't poop it. Just.
No, I'll boot. No, but I'll
Oh,
look with my hands. I'm gonna go touch it. I'm just gonna put my palm like right on its face.
Okay. So you feel the cold metal,
Stretched me out, man. Jesus Christ.
the
You asked
cold
for this.
metal flat face that is, and it is reminiscent of, it looks just like Ani when he was in his metallic form. And he has also gotten a chest cavity open in his chest plate. And inside is this small socketed section that's about the same size of that stone that you pulled from the other Ani, and it is empty.
Hey, so also one thing I forgot to mention. I think we fucked up.
Oh, you
That's
think?
always
Oh, that's
good
yeah.
to hear.
So remember, not too long ago we put things in that fancy, cool looking chest and we got these awesome items.
Right?
Yeah, so it it seems like the items we submitted were the missing items they needed for this ritual. So we may have given them what they were looking for to finish this transference of power that they're trying to do.
Need to write that down. That's a really
Sorry.
smart idea.
The process of their singularity transference, which is them trying to bring some sort of godlike being from another realm or multiverse into ours.
All right. Hold on a second. Does this god have a name? Is it someone specific? And again, we're here to hunt a wizard. We're not here to fight gods.
I mean, I guess, but the wizard we're looking for might be doing this or part of the team, right? We have somebody in this room who I recognize the name, but is it not our duty, if we're here, to try to help prevent something drastic from happening?
I'm pretty sure our duty is to just cause a little bit of an inconvenience for anyone that we don't like. So,
We all have memories of another life,
right.
of us working together as a team to fight injustices and help save the world. Don't you think that maybe fate brought us back together to do something here?
Well, I think you might be right, but again,
But but we have to return its head. We have to kill the wizard.
right.
We're gonna be
What?
fucked if we don't finish this mission.
We need to
We
find
still-
a wizard.
We still have how many days left do we have? I don't know why I'm looking at my wrist.
That's a good question.
I was gonna say, dude. Oh,
How many days do you have left?
Gulch, what's that on your wrist?
Let's count it out. You had a 3-day journey to Neldarin. You had a 1.5-day journey back to. Or no, well, you spent the night in Neldarin. So you're at about. You're probably on day 7 of 14.
14?
And it's a 5-day trek back to Trigant.
We're fine. We're fine. We still got 7 days left. We can
Unless,
pull.
of course, you go the moon route.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Well, you have the moon sticks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you can only use them on a full moon when you're outside of the city to bring you back to Skilfra's lair.
Is it a full moon?
You know that the full moon will be 2 days before the 2 weeks is up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we have like 5 days till the full moon. We can moonstick us back to where we need to go. So we still have a couple days left to figure out what's going on here, right?
I suppose so, but I'm still very much confused on what exactly is going on here.
I
They're
don't
trying
know.
to summon a god, and we gave them the items to do it, right?
Yep.
And so our responsibilities are to.
Stop it.
Well, that might be yours. I'm just here to fight a wizard, but to each their own.
Fine.
Um,
You fight the wizard because that will probably help.
Wait, unless the wizard is the god.
I mean,
It doesn't
I don't
really
think
check
so.
out.
No, all right.
Nice. I'm just gonna
Now-
kind of pat him on the head and say, "Good try." Good
There
try."
is more information in the book, Gulch, if you'd like, about this god situation.
All right, you guys figure out what these thingies are. Keep an eye out because apparently there's 2 more people in this room unaccounted for. I'm gonna look more into this and see if there's any more information I can get.
Right then. So do we? I guess I'll just stare at this gem until he's done reading.
Hey, Enra, you remember when we fought the big guy?
I'm sorry. What's that? What's this? What's this whole thing?
That's what you sound like.
That's not what I sound like. No,
what you
that's
sound
not
like.
at all.
Wait, is Mirda making fun of Inra in game
Yes.
with his voice?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it.
I love it.
Not what I sound like at all. But thank you. I suppose very terrible accent. Anyway, do I remember what?
The stone that we got when we fought the giant enforcer.
Right.
Do we still have that?
I don't. Mine's in the well, it was in the chest and now it's
It's over here, isn't
this-
it? Somewhere in here.
on this.
Oh right.
on this
It's
ring
on the
here.
end of this. Yeah. Do you think we should try putting it in this guy? It kind of matches the stone from the other. Then we'd be taking it from this.
I mean, I don't see
Ritual.
why. Maybe we should wait until Gulch is finished.
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, all right. Great.
Now, real quick, I'm just gonna throw you guys a bone here.
Me, by the way.
Okay,
that you mocked me.
before that was good. Before we go too much further, what are the reasons you're here? Do you remember?
We need to cut off the wizard's head and return it
Right.
to the lady.
Is that what you have in your
Forgot her
notes?
name.
Is that what you got from my mission statements?
Yeah.
Okay.
The debriefing.
Okay.
All right, Oliver, use your notes because your notes
Yeah.
were
Let's make sure that this is corroborated so I
Looking,
can make sure that what happens next is.
Where even are my notes? Oh, here, there.
I'm with you.
I have written down kill the wizard to double back our gold, and we can use that to pay, and she'll repair our ship, and pay for all the docking fees.
That's what I thought. I don't have anything like super clear if I
I think there was an item we were supposed to grab from him that I did not.
There's
write
some sort of
down.
item. Is it a stone?
It's a stone. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that. Yes, you were here. You were sent here to get the stone, find the whereabouts of Tom Strongwall if he's not dead already, and if you can, kill the wizard and bring his head back because of just spite. So the head thing sounds fun, but that's secondary.
Is it the stone that we found?
The stone is what she's
maybe.
after, and the stone that is inside the treasure, or the treasure, the suit of armor that's on the bed is what matches the description.
Okay.
I have Thomas Strongwall was the person sent to get the stone. If Tom has fallen, place the wizard's head in the bag of holding.
Yeah, like if Tom was dead, like, hey, you need to get revenge for my dead lover.
But Tom is in this room and he is most certainly dead.
How do you know he's dead?
Well,
but you don't see a body.
You
don't see a body from Mako either.
Okay. Wow, we're really getting walked through this right now. Jesus.
No, I'm just like helping talk you through it.
This is hand-holding 101.
Nope, that's it. That's all I got. That's it. I was just trying to make sure that we're on track, so we're here for the right things.
I honestly forgot about the stone part.
I forgot about the stone part too.
There's so many stones.
You guys kept talking about killing the wizard.
Yeah, you got excited about killing the wizard. I get that. I understand that.
Remembering about the eyes, because were we not supposed to bring her eyes?
We're supposed to bring her eye, but it wasn't like an objective. We just noticed it, and then we clinged to that for some reason.
But I thought
she has one eye.
The eye stone.
She has one eye. That's a side quest. I feel like
one of the witches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It was the payment for helping get you in, and they said that you wouldn't be able to get out without it anyway, unless the wizard lets you out for some reason.
Our main objective. She can look with one eye. She led us somewhere.
We can see some kind of. Okay, so we actually do want this stone.
Oh yeah, this one in front of me.
Or the one.
I've already. Well, yeah, it could be that one. But I've already hit myself with this stone, so.
I'm still gonna put it inside the other one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This is.
Can I keep looking before shit hits the fan?
Yes.
Oi, Gulch Majama, come on.
You already did.
The last 8 hours.
Good.
Okay. So I'm going back to the book to look see if there's any more useful information on, say, like the godlike entity that they're trying to revive.
Okay.
Or summon.
In the notes, you kind of go back and forth between two people, almost like discussing it. And it seems like it's between Mako and Rictavio. And those are the two different distinct handwritings that you can tell that match the signatures in the book for their names. And there's talk of bringing great magical power to this realm in order to help complete the ritual in its final form. But the ultimate goal here is to destroy the world, because it will take that much blood in order for them to ascend to godhood to be able to rebuild it in the way that they see fit. So there's two things kind of going on here. One is collecting items. Two is understanding the alchemy that went into creating the stone to house, and each of them is supposedly doing this on their own so that they can be the new gods. And there's also talk about why this is relevant, why this is necessary. And from the scrawlings, you gather that there are multiple versions of your universe that each person lives in. There's a copy of you everywhere in each of this multiverse. And as they die, the other ones absorb that strength. And there are a few that they have brought here to be as powerful as they need in order to kick off the first step, which is to create the stones so that they can ascend and then bring down the stone, or bring down some sort of a catastrophe upon the world to destroy it so they can remake it as gods. But there's still a little confusion because there's a lot of context that's missing. And you need somebody probably who knows more about what's going on to get those answers. But the talk of bringing beings of great power to this realm strikes you because it's Mako that makes that statement. That he is claiming to have brought those who have the fewest remaining versions of themselves out there to this plane of existence. And that it's only a matter of time before they're ready to be the vessels.
Hey, Gulch. Gulch, have you read anything that can help us figure out what's going on?
Gulch, you're muted.
I am muted, thank you.
Welcome.
I'm a little baffled, a little confused. Looks like there's some kind of back and forth about needing to bring great magic to this realm and to complete a ritual. Apparently they're looking to be new gods to recreate the world as they see fit, but the blood magic needed, apparently they need to destroy the world to generate the blood that they need and the energy they need to ascend to godhood and recreate everything.
Just when you say destroy the world, is that like everyone or?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to, they mentioned something about a great catastrophe, destroy the world. Something in here about different versions of the universe and other lives, which might be similar to, you know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
But death to
Tor.
the
It might be
entire
similar
world.
to what Tor was explaining, how there's always different versions of himself. And apparently, as a version of you dies, the others get stronger. So the fewer other versions of you there are in the multiverse,
All right.
the stronger you can become.
Can we convince them to destroy a different universe? That way we get stronger.
You're barking up the wrong tree on that one. I don't know. These guys sound crazy.
Well, yeah, okay. That's fair
Okay.
enough.
Let's see
Well,
here.
does it say how to stop them at all? I would rather have my bones in my body and not completely extracted and dead.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna come over here. And I'm gonna push Enra out of the way
Okay.
and look at this.
Jesus,
Look at this suit of
fucking
armor here.
pushing me for
Okay.
God. Just tell me to move.
What are you trying to do?
Have you guys done anything with this? Like, what's going on here? Has it done
Yes.
anything since we've been here?
I've tried. Well, it turned green for a little bit and nicked my finger, and then Mirda tried to grab it, and then it turned red, and then well, yeah, I think that's about it, right?
Okay. I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. What are you trying to ascertain? You see a bright blue glow about it. It's got some sort of magical warding on it.
I'm gonna try talking to it.
Okay.
Hello? Can you understand me? Are you a living creature?
It stares at you and it does not make any kind of motions. It doesn't have like eyelids or there's no, it's just an empty suit of armor that seems to be attached and somehow put together in such a manner that it can still maintain like a shape of a human. But obviously when you look into the mask, there's
Nothing there.
there's nothing there. But it does not seem to respond to you.
So, Enra, you said it reacted to your blood.
Grab a dagger, slice my hand, and pour get a couple drops of blood onto like the chest plate or something.
Okay. When you do that, it kind of finds its way into the creases, and inside it opens up. And before we go any further, Mirda, did you actually take the stone and place it into the other robot yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. As that happens, when this opens, the stone glows bright red, and the stone inside of the other mechanism starts to grow red as well, and they start to fluctuate in this kind of pattern, and it kind of gets faster and faster. It doesn't get brighter, but it's almost like it's like a Wi-Fi signal kind of syncing up, like data is being transferred in some way.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
In our experience, probably bad.
Really good.
Have you guys tried this yet? And I'm gonna reach in and try to grab this stuff.
Make me a hold on. Make me a DC 16 wisdom check. Or wisdom saving throw, sorry. With advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah, so do it again. Oh, you made it. So you grab onto it, and as it's blinking, you release it, and you pull it out, and you notice that the red starts to blink, and it starts to fade. But the one in the other chest is continuing to blink, and it actually gets a little bit brighter. But it doesn't move.
Hey, this kind of looks like that thing Mistress wanted us to bring back, doesn't it?
I think it does.
It does match the description.
We'll put in the bag a whole thing. And then I guess I'm gonna just kind of investigate this item here, or the suit armor.
Okay.
And just like look in the the crevice and see, like, is there anything like interesting that I would understand about this thing?
It is reminiscent of other enforcers. It seems to be the same kind of technology, and from what you've read in books on like theoretical stuff, because these don't really exist in this realm that you belong in, but for some reason this seems familiar because of your previous life. You kind of have a familiarity with it, and you're like, it doesn't surprise you because it feels like something you've seen before and that you're familiar with, but at the same time it feels strange because it's new. It's almost like it's the first time you're seeing it. It's like you've read about it and read about it and read about it, and what it looks like is exactly like how you read about it.
You guys try reaching in to touch this thing at all?
No, I'm afraid to.
Okay.
No.
You totally did, you fucking liar.
Oh, well, I did,
Oh,
but
I
after I
thought you
caught
meant right
myself,
now.
No, I have it
yeah.
in my hand. I
Okay.
pulled it out. It's in my
after
hand.
after I nicked myself, I decided not to. So,
Okay.
that's when it decided to turn green.
What about you, Mirna? Did you try reaching for this thing?
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt.
It hurt.
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay, and it's not.
Big time.
Man, I mean, I know I'm jacked, but like, that was nothing.
Yeah, you
Okay.
feel very
Hurt
powerful.
you?
No.
Makes me feel weird, but okay,
Just
that's fine. It's all right.
Reached in, grabbed it, pulled it out. I mean, I had to like shake off a bit of a fuzzy, but besides that,
And at this point, you all can see that it is completely black. Like it is very dark, and it's like obsidian. It's like shaved off into a certain faceted shape, and almost looks like kind of like a shortened dagger shape with no handle.
All right. Well then, where is in that book there, Gulch, that you read?
yeah,
The last name was Strongwall. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and this is he said his location is right here, and I kind of point to the where Mirda is.
Well, it says it's in the room. I don't know where.
Uh, lovely. One.
Can I come investigate? Is this suit of armor actually like something in the room?
Yeah, there's a suit of armor there.
Can I investigate it?
Sure. You
Man, this thing is fascinating.
yeah,
It's
you
kinda cool.
you recognize it as something of like an older version of the guard in Zamora. It's not a style that's used anymore. It seems to be more heavily armored than the leather and chainmail that is used today. It's also got a sword sheathed at its side, a short sword, and that is not something that they use in Zamora anymore. They use like pikes and spears and halberds to gain distance, and so it's like it's a very unique set of armor that you see on this.
Ah, dang.
Wait, this door?
The light,
This big glowy light thing?
yeah, it's been there this whole time.
Yeah, I can see what's
Yeah.
going on. Wow, it's really bad today. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
investigation
What am I
is not with you right now. You notice that there's a there's a wall of light. It's similar to what you've seen
Yes.
on the way up, and it's the same kind of technology that was in that prison that you were in. So nothing special or unique that you can ascertain about this.
Cool. Any other ideas?
Is this thingy still glowing in this robot?
Yeah, his is still is glowing now. similar to what the other one was.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Since you can get the other one, do you want to come look at this one?
Oh, didn't you put this one in?
Yeah.
We're really trying to self-sabotage each other right now.
All right. Can I reach into the gem?
Yeah, sure. Make me a DC 16
And-
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Not at
With
advantage, though.
advantage?
Nope, not with advantage. Because the notes that you saw in the book were about this one. Oh, you got it. So you
Okay.
twist it and you
God.
pull it out.
Oh, I wasn't pulling it out.
Oh, what are you doing?
I was gonna touch it.
Oh, okay. Gently. Oh, you're gonna shocking grasp it?
Yep.
You had it out, man. You had it out.
Could have just taken it. I mean, I could have just not put it in there, I guess.
That's also true,
Irrelevant.
yeah. It's like, oh, let me put this in here. Hey, Gulch, do you want to check this out for me?
I don't like. I'm intrigued, yet terrified at the smirk he has right now.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
dead.
No, you're not dead. You're not dead. You're not dead. I will need you to make me a DC 16 dexterity saving throw to keep your hand out of the chest, because it closes up as that happens. Ooh, you fail. Okay, so you're technically, for all intents and purposes, grappled right now. And as you grapple, like your shocking grasp is still hanging on. It's like whenever you those carnival games where you like hold on to the two metal bars, and it's not really shocking you, but it's just like vibrating really hard to like get you to let go. It's doing that, and because of the clamp, the way that the clamp is of the chest plate that comes down on your arm is almost like locked in place, so you can't let go. And the shocking grasp, you can feel energy like leaving your body and going into whatever it is inside of this. And as it does, it's almost like it's powering up, and you feel this zzzz, and it begins to stand up with you in your hand in its chest. And it looks at you.
Ignore that.
And okay, sorry. It looks at you like with like dead. There's no light in the eyes, and as it stares at you, it begins to light up. There's these blue slits of light that come out of the faceplate. And it is going to start trying to slam you. That is a 7 to hit. So as it's standing up, it's not able to get, into a good position because it's stuck against this wall, so it can't slam at you, but it has definitely grappled you, and you're now in combat.
Do you care if we take that first break right now?
No, we can do a break right now. I was actually going to ask. I was like, should we do a break? Yeah, let's do a break.
Really
Do you need to walk your dogs? Do you need that long break?
Yeah, let's do that now.
Okay. I'll hang out with chat for a little bit then. So let's go ahead and roll our initiative, and then we'll take a break. I'll do my thing, and I'll come back and I'll hang out.
That was Ollie.
Oh, that's
Fuck you.
the 2.
Yeah, I was gonna laugh real hard if that was Ollie.
All right.
Alright, fine. Get the best one, whatever.
All right. So
You
we'll
like that,
go.
thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll be back in 20. I'm only gonna take like a 5-10 minute break, but we'll be back to play in 20 minutes. Meanwhile,
In the League of Justice.
I'm gonna mute up. I'll be back. All right. For those hanging out with us, yes, we are still playing D&D. We are taking a bit of a break. We are waiting for one of the characters to finish walking their dog. I'll be done in the next 5-10 minutes, and then we'll get back to the action. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're well. That raid that came in, Boo Boo got you. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Long time no see. And Aslan, great to see you guys. I don't know if you're going to TwitchCon this year. I am not, just for health and safety. I feel like next year might be the year that I do that. We'll see. But I'm not quite comfortable enough to go out to cons just yet. Anyway, any questions that you might have for me or the cast? Now is the time to have them. Daryl, I think I saw Daryl Blessed come up in here. Then we had a few first-time chatters, Ryan Kelly and Sterling Odin. Also had some follows. Thanks for that. We have anonymous follows on, so appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Let me make sure. Making sure that the the group knows that whenever they're all back to let me know in chat. And we'll get back to it. You guys like the robe? Should I go? Should I put the full thing back on? It's getting a little hot in here. I went down and I went and made myself a smoothie, a protein shake. But also got to remember that I'm hydrating with my liquid death. But yeah, we'll see what happens. This is a little combat situation that we're gonna have to deal with. Let's check that turn order, make sure you guys can see it on the screen whenever we get back into it. We will also be having our normal Friday game. So that's going to be normal time, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. Tonight I think we're gonna go till 9. Started a little bit later than we were originally planning, but yeah. 6:30, it's been about 2 hours. So getting things back on track. We've kind of gotten a little bit away from the core story, and now I'm trying to bring it back with an info lore dump, and now it seems a battle. So hopefully no one dies. Oh man, everybody's getting food over there, and I'm over here with my smoothie and my drinkums. Also, if you are interested, we're going to try to get some community games going sometime later this year. If you like D&D, if you want to be a part of that, feel free to join the Discord. And also follow me on my social media links that you can find there. Help grow the channel and stay in contact. I always tweet when I go live, and I post my artwork up on Instagram, and I'm gonna start doing a little more on TikTok in the near future. So, but if you're part of the Discord or you're following me on Twitter, you'll know when I go live. Mirda isn't using a camera right now, so it's hard for me to tell whenever they're back or not, and they're not even muted. So hopefully they saw my note. Whenever they get back, they can just like hit me up in the stream chat here. Yes, we also do take donations for it gets split between me and the players. Mirda is not back. Okay. Thanks, Sphere. Sphere, what are you eating? Looks good. And also, have you had a burger called a Cuban frita? I hear it's really big in Florida. Type it out. Type it out. I've got you guys muted, by the way. That's why I'm not talking, I guess. I probably could just do this. I could unmute myself over here. I will in a second. Never had that burger. Might be a Miami thing. Oh, okay. Maybe it is a Miami thing. Just light seared tuna and a salad. Oh, that's what you're having? Nice. I'm having a protein shake for dinner. So that's me. I tried to get up this morning to go work out, but I worked out at 3 o'clock yesterday. And I'm not unmute myself. All right. I can talk to you guys now. I don't have to just like... Wait, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Discord? Oh, there you go. Okay. It was like really quiet. I'm like, whoa.
I had to mute you on stream.
No, that's fine. So. That's fine. I was just saying that I'm having a protein shake for dinner tonight. I'm trying to get back on my
protein shakes
training game. I use Optimum Nutrition or... Yeah, I think this one's Optimum Nutrition. There's only like 2 brands that Oh, it's a vanilla. So Optimum... Shut up. It's like a mixed berry...
Optimum
Nutrition. Optimus Nutritious.
Optimal nutrition for the mind. Optimum.
That's right.
I've heard that.
That's right. That's the name of the creature you're fighting right now. Optimus Nutrition.
Do you do pre-workouts?
I used to. I don't anymore because I'm trying to stay away from caffeine because it really fucks up your adrenal glands if you take too much of it. And I definitely was taking too much of it because I would drink coffee in the morning, and then I would have 2 energy drinks throughout the day. And those are like 300 milligrams of caffeine each. I eventually got back down to 1. Now I'm at none, but like I was at 1. And so a cup of coffee, which is like 30 to 60 grams, milligrams, depending on what kind of coffee you're getting. And then I would do a 1 energy drink, like Monster or Rockstar, whatever. And then I would do a pre-workout. And what would happen is I would blast through my workout, but I'd feel like shit afterwards. And I would have a real tough time sleeping. Not because I couldn't go to sleep, but because my sleep was garbage. So garbage sleep is not good. That's almost worse for you than a bad diet.
So
Because you
do
won't
still have
build
coffee
muscle.
or no?
So yeah, I still have 1 cup of coffee in the morning.
Okay, that's
And
I was
what I'm
gonna
trying to
say.
do is not have any energy drinks through the day. And since I'm going back to remote work, the plan is to go for, I'm either going to go on runs in the evenings when I'm done with whatever I'm doing. And it's cool enough because wintertime's coming soon to Phoenix. And then I'll do workouts in the morning, like weight training in the morning. But I have a training partner, and right now, like I'm trying to figure out where our schedules align. He likes morning workouts, and so I haven't gotten my like time yet that I'm supposed to be at work, and it's looking like 9 to 5. So if it's a 9 to 5, I can go to the gym early in the morning. I'm used to that. That's fine. Come home, take a shower, be ready, do my work day, and then go for a run later in the evening. So my plan is to lose 30 pounds by the end of October.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you at right now?
So when I got back from Tennessee, I was 317.
Holy crap, really?
3-7. I don't look it, but like I'm 6'2". But I was 317, and I'm eventually going to be doing intermittent fasting too. So like I won't eat till noon. So like 10 to noon.
If you download the Zero app, it helps you track intermittent fasting.
That's what my girlfriend downloaded that app too, I think. But I mean, I've done it like automatically. Like I used to do it no problem without thinking. 10 o'clock to noon the next day. I wouldn't even get hungry.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, even like 8 to 8 is like what I used to do.
So my split's like an 8 hour. I go between a 6 and an 8 hour. There's some people who get real wild with it and they go 6 hours or 4 hours. I'm not there yet. My dedication levels
for food. If you want,
yeah, sure. You want to share some recipes? I'm into that. But what I was gonna say is
of what?
4 hours. So you have a 4-hour window to eat your calories for the day.
Oh, okay.
And so you don't eat anything. You can have water, and that's it, but no calories outside of that timeline. And it's a fasting routine.
I've heard green tea. I've heard green tea with no sugar. Okay.
So I tried that, but you have to get ceremonial grade green tea for that to be an actual thing. And if you drink that on an empty stomach, or like not with food, it has a lot of tannins in it that it'll really mess up your stomach, Lenny. Gotcha. So I have like a bag of matcha green tea ceremonial grade. Like it's like
really good. So good though.
It was delicious, but like I drink it for 2 days straight and I got sick. I got real sick. So
dude, same. So I can't even have like beef and it'll get me super sick.
Really?
I hate it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, so I stopped beef for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And we went to I stopped all meat except fish for like 3 years, and then I recently got back into it.
Okay.
And then I started back. Doctor's like, you gotta at least introduce chicken. So I started doing chicken again, which is fine. And then my friend's like, yeah, we're going to like a Brazilian steakhouse for like an occasion. It's like
a steak.
Right, yeah, we'll see what happens.
I feel like it wasn't the beef that got you sick. I feel like it was the fact that you went to a Brazilian steakhouse.
It might have been the way it was cooked.
Yeah.
But no, it's the same thing that happens if it's like, because I've barbecued my own steak and like a week later I still get sick from it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
Ground beef. Red meat's not like a top priority for me either. I'll eat a burger, but like I'm not really a steak guy. So I'm very much a chicken person anyway. So I used to eat a lot of tuna. Me too. But now I'm seeing that's there you go. But I used to eat like 2 cans a day out of the can. Like I was a monster. I was a robot.
No. This is like the raw tuna.
Yeah, like the good tuna, like actual real tuna, not that stewed in its own juices nonsense.
Nope.
No thanks. But I used to eat 2 cans a day to get my protein intake in, and it was just, it worked.
I have a couple of salmon recipes that I know.
I eat some salmon now too. The problem with me is that my cancer that was genetic, there's like links to eating certain fish and red meat. So like I've got to be careful with how much I eat and intake. So like fish for me is like once every 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then it's chicken.
I have a couple things.
Turkey, or send me whatever you got. I'm open. I used to have like a food channel in my Discord, but like I kind of started getting rid of anything that people weren't using, and nobody but me was really putting stuff in there. So like I was like, well, I'll just maybe I'm annoying people or something. So I stopped doing it. So, but I'm totally into, and or people would like share the recipes of these delicious foods that I'm like, I cannot eat that right now. This is so. This looks so good.
Cooking shrooms.
So good.
Like,
Yeah,
I've had the lovely experience of making a very failed grilled cheese with a certain somebody.
Oh, I remember that.
And
with
now
the
I have
LT.
diverted away from doing cooking streams.
I mean, maybe next time you don't bring like half a teaspoon of fucking butter to make grilled cheese.
Whoa.
I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know.
Half a teaspoon? Come on, you need at least 2
If
tablespoons.
that.
I brought like a container of butter, and he opened it. It was margarine.
Oh, I
opened it and there was,
saw
like,
that.
nothing in
I
there.
saw that. I remember that.
And it was like empty. I had to like scrape it out.
Yep.
Hey
Didn't
man,
even have
just,
enough.
Well, my problem
just
is
try
that.
to make content. We're still talking about
Yep.
it. Okay.
Yep. Hey, never dies. Content never dies. My issue is that so we went vegan for a good, I'd say 2 years, probably like after cancer.
It's surprisingly easy nowadays.
It's actually really
Yeah.
easy, but
What's
I
it
got
mean?
like
Being
vegan
vegan.
cuisine, like being vegan.
Oh,
Like
that's
there's so
okay.
many options now that you can
Yeah.
get into that they're widely available. But it's funny because like you look into it in the vegan food, most vegans are people who are not just health conscious but also what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
They care about the
I know
planet,
what you mean.
So
Yeah,
most
but
of
then
the
you look
people
into the
that-
processing that goes into making those foods.
they're very Mirda.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're very much druids. But like then you look at the process of how they make it, and it's like way worse than actually cooking, eating
it'll
meat.
ruin it for you.
It's like so bad for like carbon footprint and stuff. And they try to like dress it up or whatever, but it's like I love the argument like people make about against cryptocurrency and like how much energy it uses, and like, oh, it's not good for the planet or whatever. Meanwhile, they're watching 8 hours of YouTube and streaming Netflix and streaming Hulu and Disney Plus and all this and this and that. And they'll say they're like carbon neutral or whatever, but it's like, no, their company is carbon neutral, but all the shit that works with their company to make it work is not. And that's how they get away with saying that. It's such bullshit.
Funny.
So I laugh. Just like I'm going to laugh.
Pepper's poop.
No, he still didn't.
That son of a.
I know, Mila did, but
Mila
maybe-
pooped, but Kay didn't. Dude, what the fuck, man?
Boo.
What's this guy's problem?
Maybe he pooped 3 times yesterday, which is absolutely.
So maybe he's just out.
Maybe
He's out of the tank.
Off of his schedule. But it's been.
You want to walk him again in like another
it's
2
been
1 week since you looked at me?
It's been 13 hours since he pooped.
Holy crap!
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, dude,
Poop.
hello.
Well,
He hasn't had this problem before though. Problem
He
poopy.
does-
poop problems.
He's such a particular pooper.
Yeah.
Because
her,
Ant would
her
never cut
dog.
the grass, he likes to poop in tall
Oh,
grass.
tall grass. Yeah.
He's a problem pooper. I like that. Yep. All right, are we ready?
I think so. I'm going to go ahead and change the music here so it's a little more,
Skip.
appropriate.
Are you good? You got your water, your tea?
I just finished the water.
Oh, tea. Surprised.
Well, you know what's not surprising?
Now we're gonna die.
That you guys booped the wrong snoot.
Okay. It was the
And this
wrong
time it wasn't
person.
Mirda.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Mirda didn't boop it. Honestly, really.
I mean, I did, but it just didn't do anything when I did it.
It wasn't like the right boop though.
All right, Enright, you're up. You see this very large mechanical suit of armor raise up, and it's pulling Gulch's arm up as he stands up in front of him. He's very tall. He's about 7 foot tall. And Gulch's
Question?
hand is clasped into his chest, similar to what happened to you earlier.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I don't think this is gonna work. Question DM: is it way too late to cast counterspell on Gulch's thing?
Yes, it is too late for that. Yes, unfortunately.
Already
Okay,
rolled
that's what I
initiative.
Yeah, you already rolled initiative. You're it's like chess rules. You take your hand off the piece. It's too late.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna cast.
At least you're not me and forgot that you had a use of healing word on yourself before you died. Died. Like dead. And then you realize later, like, I had a whole spell.
I'm gonna cast Innovation.
Okay.
Don't know if
I'm gonna
that's
need the
one.
description for that, sir.
Oh, sure.
Please.
Oh, that's not.
Oh,
Sir.
What the
Sir. Just want to read it out. So I'm accurately describing. We're gonna do the here. Let's do the DC first. So like it's DC save dexterity.
I can't display. There we go. Oh, I did do it. Okay, it did display.
Oh, there we go. And I did not.
It didn't scroll.
I did not make that. So it does what it does. Let's see. Concentration. Okay. Tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you see within range and draining life from it. The target must make a DC dexterity saving throw. On a successful save, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, and a spell on the spell ends or on failed save. So he's gonna take that full 2-8. You need your action on each of your turn to automatically deal. So every turn, as long as you keep this and you keep your concentration, you can just hit that 4d8 right there. And then what level did you cast it at? Fifth
The
level?
only level.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Just making sure. So, okay. So yeah, so you if it hit, he's gonna take that 2d8, so why don't you roll that 2d8 real quick?
well,
You
no,
can just-
if it failed, it takes the 4d8.
Oh, you're right, I'm sorry, like the 48. So hit that 48 for me in the intervention. Good spell.
In the chat.
Roll
In
20.
in roll 20, you go to the chat and there's a little pink, or it should highlight as pink, it says 48.
Oh, got it. 48, got it.
There you go. Yes. Okay, so this does some serious damage. This tendril comes out and it kind of like, it almost creates like these wings around Gulch, and it like reaches in and it kind of gets sucked into that stone inside, and Gulch, you feel it, and it almost like pries your hand off of the stone that your shocking grasp was being channeled into. And you feel the kind of clasps kind of start to waver a little bit, almost like it's weakening it. And it takes damage, and you are next. Unless, of course, Inra has a
really
secondary.
quick. So I did
Yes.
16 damage. Do
Correct.
I gain 8 health?
Yes, you will take that health, half the health, right?
All right, in that case, that is the end of my turn.
Good deal. Okay, Gulch, you're up.
Is my hand still stuck inside?
It is still stuck. In order to get out, you would have to do a strength saving, or strength versus his your dex versus his strength, we'll say,
Cool.
or strength
I'm gonna do
versus strength. I'll
something
let you-
different.
Okay.
Since my hand's in there already,
Mhm.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say John Cena it. I'm gonna grab him and try to pull him up and slam him down behind me.
Why did it take me halfway through you describing that to remember that you had that goddamn belt? Okay, so yes, you're gonna try to do this grapple and pull. So let's go ahead and make that's gonna be a strength, just a straight strength check, or actually athletics or acrobatics. You can pick. Versus his strength. So it's 17. So if you beat a 17, yes. So you just suplex this guy. Just what you describe it.
As he's starting to stand up and my hand's starting to go like this, I'm gonna like flex and then just one-handed up and over my head and just plow him down.
And I will
Behind
say
me.
that you have a choice of either having him take damage or you get out of your grapple and he is prone.
He's taking damage.
Okay, so he is going to be still clasped onto you.
That's fine.
Let's roll. Why don't you roll me a d12?
A D12.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a weapon attack, but I'm gonna.
And so I do have. Oh, that's just straight up 8 for unarmed strike. Okay, I'll do a D12.
Or you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go. So he takes 8 damage, and you feel him jostle onto the ground, but he is able to like get onto his his legs. But he's kind of like squatted. He's in a squatting position.
Okay.
Kind of like you hit him so hard on the ground, he bounced up a little bit. But yeah, Mirda, your turn. Unless Gulch has more. Sorry.
No.
All right, Mirda, you're up.
Okay. That's nice. I am going to. Just the tried and true classic. We'll do summon beast.
Summon Beast? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to make sure you guys remember you have not had a long rest, right? Like you didn't like reset at the beginning of the game, right?
No.
Okay, cool. What beast are you going to summon for me to go hunt down and give you a new token?
So, let's think about this. He's a robot, right?
Right.
So what is best against
Worms.
Anti spyware. I don't. Norton's
Obviously, it's bats.
bots
No, I'm
versus
kidding.
bats. I see. Obviously, bats.
But we're not
Obviously.
gonna summon a whole thing of bats. 'cause
Thank
that's-
God.
Whole
would
thing
be
of Norton
ridiculous.
spyware.
Norton's the antivirus.
You know what? Let's just go. Let's just do cave bear.
Oh, you're gonna bring the cave bear back? Oh my
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Okay, so you summon this gigantic bear who is kind of like got his legs kind of partially up on that desk, and he's just like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah," and his claws are digging into that wood, and he's scratching against the floor, which is also wood, and it's kind of tearing through it a little bit, and he just lets out this giant roar. Roar! And yeah, so we'll keep him in on your turn. So you summoned him. You want to go ahead and plop that? There we go. Okay, and
And
Bear
he's
makes 2
gonna
attacks.
multi-attack. So he's
Okay.
gonna do a bite and a claw.
Both of those hit at the back of the suit of armor, and that first one gets like a hold on it, but like the claw starts to slip and it falls away. And the second one, claws comes in so hard that it is a critical failure. What would you like to have happen on a critical failure?
So
Has to
one
be
of the
something
nails
that
gets
hurts
caught.
you or your party.
One of the nails gets caught in the armor
Okay.
as he's swiping,
Mhm.
and he will take some damage on that claw.
Okay. I can roll me a d4. Okay. Take a look at this big boy. Oh, come on. Big whoop. All right.
Do you have like a whole sheet for the bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got access to the sheet in roll 20.
So when do I just keep track of hit points in my head?
Yeah, just keep track of it in your head or write it down. I'm also going to kind of keep track of it. There is a,
If you click on the bear, you should be able to pull up
well,
and
yeah,
put
Oh,
little
I can,
stories in there.
if you click him, you'll see the three little dots. There's the one that's got the his health. I've already done it for you, but like if you click in there and you hit minus and then whatever the points were, it's like physically on his token, like on the token. You'll click it, you'll see 3 dots above, and if you click in that green one and you just type in minus whatever the point damage was, it'll do the deduction for you. So, but I've already done it. So he's all right. Okay. What else you got?
that's all for me.
Okay. I need to make sure that this intense music is not overpowering.
me.
Everything else is going on. Okay, they're good. Yeah.
Or I don't know about
Yeah,
stream.
yeah,
I- Okay. So this armor is grappling you still, Gulch, and it does not like that you did what you did, and it is going to make 2 slam attacks against you. Whap! Whap! As it tries to bring you against the wall and then against the bear. First one, I believe, hits
Yep.
6 damage, and the second one is kind of like you hit the bear, but it's kind of like you just bounce off because he's so fluffy. And Enra, you're up.
I'm gonna use still attach them, right? With
Yeah, Gulch
engaging?
is still attached now. So any kind of lightning or anything like that's going to affect him.
No, but I can still cast enervation, right?
Oh yeah,
Because,
yeah.
it's a
Oh yeah, you
concentration.
can just like use that and just automatically do the 48.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Go ahead and
48.
well, no, you just roll max fucking damage, bro.
Ooh.
So, Inra, how do you do this? What happens?
Okay, so I'm like sucking energy from him, and eventually, like the armor expands, which is releasing Gulch,
Mhm.
and it just kind of gets sucked in and crumbled, and I crush like a can in very high pressure, like super
Okay.
deep in water.
I like that. Okay. So he just starts like crunching in on himself,
yeah.
and you can hear the crystal inside start to kind of like become compressed, and as it turns into like this small encasement of metal, crunching him down at about the size of a foot by a foot, a square foot of cubic steel. So we are no
I
longer
gain
in
11 health, right?
Yes, as long as you, I mean, you don't gain extra health, like it's not temporary health or anything like that, but you gain
Like I gain half of the damage. Now?
half the damage that you've done up to your full HP.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine because I need
Yep.
health. So that's what I did.
So, Mirta, you got this big bear with you.
Yeah.
This little guy has been crunched down to like a square foot of just paperweight,
Oh yeah.
but the crystal is still inside. What are you doing?
So, with my big boy, he's gonna take his giant meaty paw
Mm-hmm.
and crush the armor.
Okay.
Like crush it,
Okay.
hoping that the gem will sort of stay intact but be loosened because in the rubble.
Okay. I will say that he is able to do that, but you're going to need to flip a coin on whether or not it is intact or not.
I hate it.
So you can
But
do a
or
D4 and we can do
odds?
evens or odds. You just got to call it. Yeah.
Okay, evens are it is fine.
Okay. Oh, it's fine. There we go. So it like you see this slash go right through it, and the crystal, the dark crystal, like kind of flubs out. And as it kind of bounces a little bit, makes a ting 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 sound on the ground. You notice that it has a flicker left of red left into it. Almost as if there's like an ember of something burning within the very center of it.
Do you guys see this?
I'd like not to, but yes, I do see it.
Are you still bleeding, Gulch?
No. Oh.
From when he
Um,
slashed his hand?
Oh. Oh, when he slashed his hand to put it in the armor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not healed yet.
Okay.
Do you want to try and hold it?
Okay. I'll reach down and pick it up with my bloody hand.
You pick it up with your bloody ass hand, and some of your blood begins to kind of almost like it's coagulating to it, but you can feel like blood like leaving your body.
Okay.
And the stone kind of feels stuck to you now.
Like stuck to my hand.
Like it's becoming part of the scab.
Okay.
And you feel like this. You feel like blood is being pulled towards your hand in a very slow pace, but enough for you to be able to feel it. It's like something's sucking on the palm of your hand.
All right. Well, this is not a feeling I like.
What's wrong? What's the feeling?
I feel like it's sucking blood out of me very
That's
slowly.
not very good. Maybe drop it or.
I don't think I can. I can't drop it?
You can try.
I use my other hand to pull it away.
Okay.
What a Matt Mercer move.
You, well, I mean, no, that's it. You can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
You can try anything. That's the point. So, yeah, you're able to pull it off, but it is with a little bit of difficulty, and it actually kind of hurts when you pull it away from your hand. Almost as if it almost soothed you in a way, and pulling it away from you kind of made you feel less.
Gulch, you.
What am I supposed to do with that information?
Less
No,
than.
now I feel even worse.
Oh, well, then pick it back up and just suffer the consequences then. Oh, we can watch, I guess, I suppose. As long as it's
God.
not in my hands.
Damn it. This is really making me not want to do this. I'm going to take the crystal that I pulled from this thing and put it back in.
Okay.
Not what I expected, but okay.
You put it in this armor, and it begins to start to kind of it has a lot more glowing inside of it after it has kind of like absorbed some of your essence. And as you place it into this suit of armor, it like latches onto it, and it glows a little bit more than it had been in your hand.
Oh, nice. Let's try this again, okay? You guys ready?
Yeah, oh boy.
Maybe?
Oh. Yeah, you're doing that thing again.
So he shocking
Gorgeous.
grasp this one?
Yeah, I feel like Gotcha has two defibrillators just
Clear.
Okay. So
fuck man.
it does the same thing. Go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw to see if you can pull your hand out.
Okay.
And let me
DC. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Maybe this is a good chrono time.
Probably, yeah, I'd say so.
Let's do this.
You want to do a chrono
No.
deviance? No?
Nope.
Oh, you okay, so you're trapped again. Are you using the same arm?
Yep.
Okay.
What is happening?
You know what was funny?
Second verse, same
We're like,
as
oh guys, please stick around. And why does it take
Oh.
so long? Why are we
Yeah.
24 episodes?
It's literally episode 20, and it should not be right now. I feel like.
Don't worry, we're fine. We're good on time.
It's
gonna be okay.
God, dude.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead, everybody. Get that sweet initiative going.
Gulch, you are fucking killing me right now. Jesus Christ.
Not as much as I'm killing myself. Don't worry.
Apparently, didn't know that was the agenda.
Oh my god. Great. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Ascending order. Nope, wrong order. Descending order. Go. The animated armor, that is what we're calling it right now, does much the same thing as last time. It stands up off of the bed, raising you up. It's not quite as tall. It's about 6.5 feet. But is definitely a lot more aggressive looking to like visually. It's like visually more intimidating. It's got all these spikes and stuff growing out of it. They're like metal barbs. And it will attempt to slam you. Oof, with the doesn't as it's standing up, it's trying to slam you and it doesn't do it very well. It tries to steady itself and do it again. Boop, onto the ground, 5 damage. And brings you back up because your hand's stuck in it. So you're not prone, but it definitely slams you onto the ground. So it is Merida's turn.
All right. I don't like indoor combat.
There's a roof above us, right?
And you're in a yeah.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah, there's a roof.
Let's do why are all of my
That's the life of the druid.
You.
Done that yourself.
Alright, you know what?
You've done it to
We're gonna
yourself.
We're gonna go. Wait, am I 5 feet from it? Because it's kind of like.
You are like, I would say you're just out of that because it's technically 10 feet away from you, but it's in the same. It's sharing a space with Gulch because of its
Okay.
clamp.
I'm gonna use my movement and move here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use primal savagery.
Okay. All right. Yep, that's on yourself.
What? No.
Well, it's 28 to yourself.
What?
Let's go ahead and read what this says. Can you put the flavor text up there for me, please? Transmutation, right? Because you give it to your
Oh.
your channel primal magic, cause your teeth fingernail ready to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, it takes the target takes 1d10 acid damage. After you make the attack, your teeth or fingernails return to normal. The spell attacks increase by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, which is where it's at. So we're gonna say the 28 is the damage, because I think that's what was supposed to happen there, and then it's just whatever kind of damage. I don't know what is this roll? Why is it rolling?
Sorry.
Acid too.
That's fine.
Why did it say self though?
Right. I don't know why it's got a 28, and because they cast it on themselves to make their nails grow, and they go raw, and so then you click primal savagery, you make the attack for 15. So 28 to hit, 15 damage. Got it. Yeah, so it totally hits, and then it takes 15 damage. So and you kind of like cut right through with your corrosive kind of acidic claws, like right down the side of this armor. And you definitely have wounded it quite a bit, almost to the point where the hinge that holds the chest piece on this side kind of starts to give way, and Gulch would have advantage if he tried to escape from this the next turn. What else?
That's all for me.
Okay, Inra, you're up. You see this struggle going on right here as Gulch has played craps with the gods and has lost twice.
I have 2 hits. real quick before I decide on something else.
Okay.
Is each square 5 feet?
Correct.
Right? How far am I? I'm 10 feet then from.
You're like 15 feet
Baba,
from
right?
from that group, yeah.
From Dead Baba though, am I 10?
Oh, from Dead Baba? Yeah,
Dead
10.
Baba?
Yeah, you're 10 feet.
Okay, can
What are
I
you doing?
move closer to
Uh-huh.
Dead Baba
Uh-huh.
and attack her with my sword? The sword of Parons?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I think I
And
see what
then
you're
can I
doing.
grant that the attack action to like Gulch? The reaction?
So Baba is technically dead already. So you're stabbing
Right,
into just
but I'm still
meat. So you're making an
attacking.
attack against it. So
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah.
yes because she's a
You know, the bloody corpse.
right, but like you could then start stabbing bloody dead corpses. I just want to make you understand that this is not something that's always going to happen, but I'm going to let it happen here.
If it's a one-time thing, that's fine.
Yeah, one-time thing because I get what you're trying to do and I like it. So go ahead and do that. You don't need to make an attack roll or anything. And we're just going to say that it hits.
I stabbed my steak. Now you can attack.
Yeah, you stabbed this poor helpless woman who's just been kind of like disemboweled and placed into this blood circle.
She needs help, but it's fine. She's just completely dead. It's fine. She can't even see that I'm stabbing her, so obviously it's okay. Right, guys?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do?
So I'll just slash this sword deep into her chest cavity,
Okay.
and then grant the attack reaction to Gulch.
Okay. Gulch, you get an attack reaction right now.
Okay.
Has to be a melee.
Has to be melee.
It does have to be
I
melee.
can't do the same like John Cena move with this one as a reaction, can I?
No, but you can try to wiggle free.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Can I try pulling the crystal? No, that wouldn't be an attack.
You would have to have a melee attack. So like you can like try to punch out of your
I'll use
containment.
my other hand and just punch it. No, I'm not getting.
Okay.
I don't want to get.
All right, so go ahead and make an unarmed strike against it. Watch it be the best unarmed strike that ever happened. Jesus Christ!
Well,
Yes, let's fucking go.
hate those words.
Roll that damage.
Well, it's just gonna be 16
Right.
because
Okay,
I just
it's fine.
auto get 8 for unarmed strike.
But guess what? Walk us through how you destroy this fucking armor. Because it's dead.
Okay. It's got my hand,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna be like, very nonchalantly. I'm just gonna, with my offhand, just like swing in and try to like Wonder Woman style bring my hands together.
As you do, you compress the metal shoulder down into this, and it connects with the crystal that's inside, and it cracks it, and you feel this this strange energy kind of emanate, and the rest of you see like sprays of light of varying colors, green, red, and purple, like shooting out in all different directions until it just finally goes whoop, kind of like a white light engulfs you all, and then it comes back into the center, and again the same kind of thing happens where it crumples up, but at this time like the chest plate opens wide open and falls to the ground. This crystal, however, is cracked, and 2 shards of it fall onto the ground.
I am going to use men.
Okay.
Mending
Okay.
to try and restore the gem.
Okay. You can do
Really
so.
quick.
Yes.
Before
We're out of
that,
combat. We're out of combat.
Was I able to use a bonus action before I gave him the reaction?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Or was it too late?
We should have. No, you could
That's
have
okay.
done a. You
I'm
could have done a
sorry.
bonus action.
Okay, I'm just gonna use sorcery points to give me a spell slot. That's all.
Okay,
Just have to
cool.
make
No,
sure
that's
I
fine.
was
That
able to
works.
do that.
That's good. Good deal.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So-
That's all I wanted.
Right. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Full of surprises, you guys. So yes, the crystal is now intact. However, it does not glow. But you have it.
So, elephant in the room. My theories were wrong.
You don't say.
I think we were all a little bit wrong.
I don't know. I
I-
haven't done anything wrong as of yet.
The
That's-
book told me 2 people were still in here. I thought maybe the people were the enforcers, and we could talk to them, but apparently they just attacked us.
Well, what
So-
does the book still tell you that they are here?
Well, I mean, the book tells me that she's still here and she's dead, so it doesn't really help me much.
You can always check.
That's fair enough.
But I
You
thought it
could
was
check.
fading when you looked at it.
I definitely
Uh,
did stab this person with a
You know
sword
what?
just now. So
Let me
a
go
super
take a
dead.
look, see if anything's changed. And I'm just gonna push Enro out of the way again.
And hey, Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Ooh, a
And
bear.
the bear is gonna roar.
Yeah, this bear is just like sitting back there, like
I'm sorry. And then I go back to Mirda.
And I punch him, knock him out, and I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Can I use Gulch's unarmed strike?
31 damage or 31 to hit. Fucking crit. Big time with that belt.
Mirda, what's your friend's name?
This is Penelope.
Oh,
I love it.
I gotta write that down.
Yes. Put that in the notes. Penelope.
Yes.
I imagine it's like a circus bear. With like a little
No,
tiny
it's a
hat.
cave bear. Are you kidding me?
Right, but I
She
mean,
has a flower in her
in a different
hair.
life, different reality.
Wait, you said he. So his name is Penelope?
No, I said she has a flower in her.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Alright.
Either way. You know, who
His
cares?
name is Peniple.
Penelope?
That's what you just said.
I know,
No.
isn't it?
Sometimes,
I think I did.
Sorry.
boy
continue.
bears want to feel pretty too. You
That's
do.
fair.
Bears deserve flowers too. Everybody.
Everybody
flowers.
deserves flowers.
Says the druid.
Exactly.
Gulch, are you looking in your book for things?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for Mako and Thomas again.
So Thomas is still in the room, but Mako is not. And Mako's name is completely faded.
Oh, it's just a bear.
And Baba Lazaga's name has completely faded as well.
Oopsie.
Okay.
What are you?
I'm sorry,
see,
Baba
Gulch?
Sciofra.
Well, one of the room or two of the names are now gone from the book.
Which name remains here?
Thomas.
Is in this room?
Yeah.
Can I just yell Strongwall? Where are you? I'm not gonna actually do it, but
Can? I mean, it's free
I'll
action.
just yell Strongwall. Show yourself. We're here to help.
You don't hear any noises or any reaction to that.
Any other ideas?
Let's see if I can.
You're not rolling a perception check.
Room.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary outside of what you've already perceived, including the wall of light over there.
If I put some of Baba Sciofra's blood from on the ground onto the. I'm gonna do that. Gulch, rub your hand with the gem onto the blood on the floor. Just because it's not glowing anymore. And I think we broke it.
Sorry, say that again. You want me to take
Gem.
my open, wounded hand and rub it on the floor with this dead woman's blood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know I'm a tiefling, but that just sounds like an infection waiting to happen.
No.
Oh, you use your
Bubble
other
was
hand then.
pure.
You know
You've got
what?
2 hands. You've got 2 hands for a reason. Use the other one.
The one
Kind
with
of
the
rub
gem in it that you broke. That I just mended.
Okay. The one with the slit in my hand?
Yeah, it'll be okay.
All right, so I need you to explain to me what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
The gem stopped glowing. You said,
Right.
After we broke it.
Right?
So I just want him to get some of Baba Sciofra's blood on it.
I see.
To see if that maybe reactivates it at all.
I see.
Okay, I'll grab the
Restore some of
gem
its
out
sleep.
of your hand and rub it on the floor.
I thought
On-
it was
in the
your
blood?
hand. I thought I just mended it from you
Oh.
holding it.
The splintered one that doesn't glow anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's okay? Maybe that was confusion. Who's holding the
But you had
mended
both.
stone?
You.
I thought you had both too.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
I
mended
have
it
both.
in your hand.
So
Here
I'm
it
just
is, like
gonna
this.
So Gulch has both
I
stones.
can't- wax
Yeah.
on, wax off on the ground
Okay.
into the blood circle.
Gulch, you rub this into the bloody entrails that have now taken on a much more Jackson Pollock look as you've smeared things here and there, breaking the lines that were fairly crisp. And in this tattered mess, you start to feel that the stone that is in the hand that has the cut begins to absorb some of this blood that's on the ground. But instead of it absorbing onto the stone itself, it seems to go around the back side of it. And your hand begins to glow. And then when you look and remove the stone, it seems that the blood is actually going into your open wound. And you feel strong.
Gulch, you all right?
In fact, you feel so strong that you gain the benefit of a long rest.
You're welcome.
I don't know if this is good or bad based off how he feels.
Oh,
It could
all
be
right.
short-lived. Who knows?
It could be. It's just
It's-
better him than me, eh?
Interesting.
Your
All right.
But you feel
hand's
great.
glowing?
Your hand does glow. It glows bright red.
Is
Like
it a
there's an
similar?
aura
Oh, okay.
around
So
it.
is it a similar glow to like when I had the feeling of like the Eldritch Blast running through my body?
Yes. Yes, similar to that. But a different color.
Gulch, what's exactly going on? Should we be worried or...
Undetermined
or
at this
should-
point.
That's
I mean, I feel great, which worries me, but at the same time, I mean, I feel like I just had a good 12 hours sleep.
Perfect. It seems like you're the perfect person to walk through that glowing doorway over there.
Well, let's have Penelope walk through the door.
Oh. Started to become friends with Penelope. Did she walk through?
Where's Penelope
Does
going?
she fit through this door?
Through what? No, so it's not a door. It's just a wall of
Oh, it's
light,
just a
right?
wall
It's
of
like
light.
the
Can I
prison
Oh,
touch
just a
walls that you had.
wall.
But
Because
she
when
cannot.
She can't touch it?
Well, she can touch it, but like she can't like go through it. Does she touch it?
Oh. Yeah, I want her to touch it.
Okay. she, are you trying to have her attack it or just put her hand up on it?
Just put her hand up on it.
So putting her hand up on it, you start to feel the effects of some sort of life draining energy from you. Penelope seems fine, but I'm gonna need you to roll me a D6. You suffer 4 psych damage as it's like draining from you. The longer that Penelope touches this, you are feeling the effects of some sort of drain on your person.
Is it enough damage for Enra to notice? Or no?
How does Mirda react to this?
I just asked Penelope to stop.
Okay, Penelope stops, and you stop feeling this this drain.
Enra, why don't you go touch the light?
What the fuck? What?
I just want to see what happens.
Why
Listen,
don't we have
Gold listened
Mr.
to me and he feels strong as fuck.
Right, which
That
means
is a
you should
valid
go
point.
touch the light.
Do you know how many?
He feels strong as fuck. He should fucking touch the light.
You're closer.
No, I'm not. I'm right next to you.
Yeah. It's irrelevant.
Gulch,
Gulch
go,
is
go,
reading.
Gulch, go boop the light and let us know what happens. A quick poke.
Just blast it.
The
So-
whole side of the tower.
The whole side of the tower, yeah. The whole side of the tower just kind of reverberates with the sound of these two eldritch blasts being absorbed into the wall of light, and much like down below, you see it flicker, but in this case it completely goes away to reveal nothing.
Fucking waste of time. Gotta be something here. Why
I'm gonna
else would
walk
there be
over to it anyways and take a look.
All right, here we go. Okay, there
Right.
he goes.
You notice that there are strange elements over here. There's like a chamber pot that seems to be used, and remnants of bits of like some sort of fowl, maybe chicken, maybe crow, maybe some sort of bird, small birds. And you see the scrawlings of like somebody keeping tally of days on the wall. And you see that it counts up to about 20.
So it looks like this may have been a prison or a cell of some sort.
I honestly think Penelope should follow right behind Gulch, eh? That's a good idea, right, Mira? Abby?
I don't disagree.
Nice.
I'm gonna check the book one more time for
Okay.
Thomas.
All right. Everybody do me a perception check, please.
On Enra.
So, Gulch, you go to check the book, and Tom is no longer in this room. However, he seems to be floating just outside the north wall. So right over in this area. And moving swiftly.
God, he's dead. Ghost.
Is there any way that we can see to get out of this room?
I mean, you don't really have like a map. All of the walls look the same, but you haven't like checked things. And the only exit that you know of is the platform that seems to be securely in place, and there's no levers or anything that would suggest that you would be able to send it back down.
I I have an idea. I don't know if it's possible, but that doorway. I
What
think maybe
doorway?
there's like, and well, not doorway, but the over here that had the light wall. Do you think maybe there's a invisible path that leads somewhere else? I don't see any way else to escape, and we are dealing with, well, magic.
Why don't you take a look and see?
Gulch,
Sure.
why don't you make me an investigation check? You're close enough that you notice that there are some scratch marks on the ground in a half circle pattern. Like somebody drug a stick or a rod in the ground, in the stone. I mean the wood.
Can I do investigation on the side over here?
Yeah, sure.
Investigation. Where are you?
17. You see one of those windows, but as you look out, you peer into just utter darkness and you don't see anything. Outside of anything that Gulch already saw, you don't really see anything.
Sorry, I see a half circle
Mhm.
scratched into the ground.
Coming from, well, yeah,
Coming from the wall.
from these corners. One of the corner, like it goes corner to corner. There's like a half circle. Like if you were to trace your token where you were, you would see
Like
like this
this?
dragged. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Does it look like there's any spot that I could shove my hand into?
No.
Like a window or anything?
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, there's a window, but like it looks like it's the same as the others. It's just darkness on the other side. It doesn't really seem to function as an actual window. This is just the interior designer's choice of the wizard's tower.
So, like I couldn't like put my hand in the window and like grab onto the wall and try to pull it.
Mm-mm.
Wow, you just sang a whole rap song, and I don't think you know it.
What?
I got it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Do
It's my
you
thinking.
guys see anything?
There's these scratch
Um,
marks over here.
All right. Could it have to do something with displace the beast, possibly? Because
Or does
they.
it look like the wall is sort of like a trap door to where it would rotate and something else would be on the other side of the wall?
That's true. Yeah.
Can I try pushing on the wall?
Sure. Which side do you push on?
That side.
Okay. As you push on it, it's very sturdy, but you feel like there's a little bit of give in it. It kind of moves like quarter of an inch, and if you've just kept nudging it, you feel like you could probably like push through.
I'll help him push the wall.
Okay. As you push through, it's like it opens halfway, like half cocked, and you see a room on the other side that looks
Okay.
very familiar to you, Gulch.
God. All right, let's go.
You guys going through?
Oh God.
I'm going through.
If we're in the fucking library, I'm gonna be pissed.
Is
Oh, yeah,
Bear,
go through
is
too.
Penelope coming too?
Yeah, Penelope's coming.
Yes.
So here's the thing with Penelope. It
No.
may not fit into the door and might get stuck.
And then
What?
crushed.
Possibly crushed.
Can you dispel?
Might
Can you
hurt.
dispel Penelope for now? Can we put Penelope in the
In the bag of
bag
holding.
of bag of holding?
No, Penelope's too big to be in a bag of holding.
Enra, just shrink it down a little bit, right?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, yeah, if you've got
Alright,
some shrink spell, you could do that.
Yeah. All right. So I
Does that use
will
one of your spell slots,
cast.
though?
It does. Is it worth it?
Probably not, because I can just.
I mean,
refill
no.
it.
But I still have sorcerer points. I can get the spell slot back.
Up to you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I like Penelope. I'll cast the reduce or enlarge or reduce spell.
Enlarge, reduce.
Yeah,
Okay,
make
so you're
your
gonna
bigger.
reduce.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna-
not gonna make her bigger.
You're gonna
Reduce,
shrink
okay,
it.
reduce.
You're gonna shrink. How long does that last?
A
minute.
A minute. Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's
Okay.
plenty of time. So you use that. You guys are able to get through the gate. As it closes, it seems to self-seal, and you find yourselves
Oh, fuck.
right here.
Oh, good.
The map is inverted, so just like bear with me. Like but direction in this tower is very strange anyway. So it
Got
feels like you're going north, but you actually went south.
Oh God,
fucking
what did I
hell, this is
do?
Huge.
Oh shit! What the hell?
I lost my
delete that.
chat.
Hold on. You lost your chat. Oh, there's a button directly to the left of it. There's a little hamburger menu that floats to the side, the top.
No, I think I accidentally popped it out and closed the
Oh,
window.
gotcha. So you're just gonna redo it.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna
Gotcha.
give me a second here. Okay, let me just refresh. See if
My
that
pet
fixed it.
Penelope
There we
until
go.
she gets bigger.
So Penelope, is considered. Is she large or gargantuan?
That's her size.
Right.
That's the
Hold on.
normal.
Let me go double
Okay,
check it
that's
out real
got-
quick.
Really concerned for a second.
Oh, you just drug her on there. That's okay. That's her size then.
Yeah.
That's her actual size. So she's still actually shrunk a little bit right now, but we'll just keep it there for now. But you know that if she's gonna not fit too well in this area for too long, if she
Okay.
goes back to normal size. So you got about a minute to decide what to do. But
If she's, if her side, never mind. I know the answer.
as you walk into this room, it's a small corridor, like a little hallway. As you make your way down into the main chamber, you recognize this crystal structure statue that's in the center. You notice these 4 different areas that are branched off. This is familiar to you, Gulch, because this looks like something similar from your library that you were told not to touch, not to deal with. And that it was finicky magic. What is different is that here there are 2 portals that look like similar to the ones that are outside that Margaret brought you through. Same make, same style.
Oh, these ones?
There are 2 of them, yes. On the floor, there seems to be some papers that have fallen to the ground and a hat. On the side to your left as you're walking in. As you enter the main chamber, you're able to look into these dimensional mirrors, and what you see are people familiar to you from this life or the past, and yourself or a version of yourself in discussion, and none of them look good. Like, this feels like you're in danger when you look into these mirrors and you see yourself talking with somebody. What are you doing?
So I saw papers in this direction.
Yeah, there's paper. You should see them on the ground, like on screen. They should be there.
Oh yeah, I see.
So you see these papers on the ground. It looks like a mixture of notes and remnants of scrolls.
And I picked them up and kind of like breeze through to see what they are.
Okay. Most of it is just alchemical component notes and recipes and things like that. But there are a couple of noteworthy pieces of parchment.
The recipes?
Yeah, they're like alchemical recipes to make more of these stones.
Oh, I was gonna say it's probably Jonathan's soup or something. But
There is a recipe for a chicken pot pie and a rhubarb pie in this mix, but there's some very strange components in these recipes. However, one of the documents, let me get my notes here real quick.
Soldiers, fuck
Ac-
people.
You know what? Actually, it's almost 8 o'clock. Do we want to take our other break?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So let's get into it then. There's a note that talks about gods fearing this crystal that can be made if certain components are found and put together in a certain way, and that linking one's eternal consciousness to one of these stones is the only way to transcend to godhood, and that's why the gods fear it. It says that linking can only be done when the veils are at their lowest between the spiritual and the physical, and that is when it states that it's during the time of the full moon. It has notes about it just refers to this person as the wizard. It says that it's being written about him, stating that he's the last version of himself, and he is the most powerful, and that the only thing that could stop him are the three he brought here to complete the transference of the others. There is also a part of a scroll that has a spell on it that you don't recognize, called the Gravitas Destructum Totalis. And in the writings, it seems to be doing something impossible, which is pulling a star from the sky to Earth. And then random writings about the gods and stuff.
Is Gulch is he acknowledging these things?
I don't know.
Is he
That's
reading
up
it as he's?
Yep. Gulch, you're muted.
I was typing.
Oh.
All right. Well, this is interesting. Well, we got recipe for chicken pot pie. We got a recipe for rhubarb pie.
Did we walk into a restaurant?
And
What happened?
Notes about these crystals that the gods fear, because when you link your eternal consciousness, it can ascend you to godhood, and apparently the wizard that we're chasing is the last version of himself, which, according to the other notes, makes him the most powerful version of himself.
Right. Right.
And
So
it
far,
says
all
something
good
about.
news.
Well, it says something about the only ones that can stop him are the three that he brought to this plane. Which, I mean,
Obvious.
uno,
It's,
dos, tres.
Right. It's Gulch, Mira, and Penelope. Lovely.
Exactly.
So, how do I leave? Is there an exit somewhere?
And there's this spell here that talks about pulling a star from the sky down to earth. So this might be the cataclysmic event that I was talking about with that other that other book. This might be how they do it.
I feel like we're definitely talking about the, possible, indefinitely end of the world. So happy for us. Is there anything else that has to do with, whatever's going on around us? Can I
There's
roll
notes
an
about-
investigation?
Yeah, sure.
Or are there notes about it?
There's some notes about it as you're perusing through, and there's talk about multiple realms with it's the same kind of rhetoric with like different versions of people, and that they're spread out as bits and pieces of the gods, so that way when those people find their faith in that god, they regain the little bit of power that they gave up to create this consciousness. And that long ago there was a war between the gods until a few of them were left, and that they bound together and promised not to do more harm to each other, and in order to do that they needed to make an even playing field. And that meant some of them giving some of their power to be broken up into the pieces of consciousness that exist in sentient beings in all of these different worlds. It was thought that it was only going to be one world, and then some of the gods decided to reserve some of their power and faked it by stacking multiple versions of the worlds on top of each other and hiding them from the other gods. Some of the gods have used some of their servants to hunt down the other versions, and basically the text kind of describes the way that they're going to go about doing this, and that's by finding a few that they could kill off the different versions of and then trap, so that they could distill the power in those and use them as sacrifices to bring the gods to the earth during this giant cataclysm, so that the blood magic would fuse with them. They would ascend to their ultimate selves using these ultimate beings of power and become gods themselves. And if you're under the impression that you are one of these versions that came from another realm, you are. And that you are more likely the ones that they're trying to distill and use as bait.
Gulch, you found out anything else?
I was reading that aloud the whole time.
Yeah, just all
Okay,
just
okay,
like
that's fine. Okay.
I'm not paraphrasing that one again.
Yeah.
No, that was a non.
Honestly, you're the leader of some important library, and Mira is the
Am I
leader
though?
of. It might be the robot. Honestly, I still believe that. But
But I mean, more so. Apparently, my boss, my leader, is part of this group that's doing all of this. Have I just been a weird pawn this entire time without even realizing it? I've been helping decipher all these texts and
Okay. Mira, your position is pretty important. Yeah, you're the leader of some sort of weird force cult. I think something like that.
And you mean the Sisterhood of the Serpent?
I don't see a difference, really. I don't.
And so, what are you the leader of? A criminal
Exactly.
tribe of
No.
bandits?
I'm saying I'm not. I've lost
You're
my
not in
ship
charge of
multiple
anything.
So you
times.
weren't a captain?
I
not a leader?
no. I'm saying I think that they're depicting odd positions at the moment. You're still leader of some sort of library. You're the leader of the Sisterhood of blah blah, and I am the leader of nothing. So maybe
You still have a ship.
I don't.
All of those docking fees.
It's not fully a ship though, because I lost it. We're working towards those docking fees. There is no ship.
I mean, there are the bones of one. You still had
Listen.
a crew. Have a crew.
Nah. I had a crew.
yeah, what's your point though?
I think I'm the person that shouldn't be a part of this.
So should we
I think I'm-
sacrifice you?
I think I'm the variable, and if it's willing to save the world, yes.
Okay, let me make note of that. Sacrifice Enra Jessica's.
You know, I'm really tempted to just, call lightning.
Well, that'd be really helpful, if you were outside.
Yeah.
Gotta have them cloud.
Bro, if the decision is to sacrifice me to save the world, then all I ask is, a couple of last words before I am sacrificed. That's all.
I don't think you should be sacrificed, though.
Well, what are the other options
Look
here?
around us.
There's
I see
a
you're
lot of.
like this. I see.
I don't know why
Like this.
Penelope is all the way over there. I guess she's all right.
Yeah,
Boop.
but
Penelope went away.
Oh no, he did.
And as Penelope
now?
moves out of the
Actually,
way,
really liked Penelope.
Penelope moves out of the way. Gulch, you see across from you. You take a little bit more notice because you've kind of perused through the notes that you see something that resembles a version of yourself, kind of like the person you see in the mirror that you've not fully acknowledged exists inside. In battle, in combat between Ani
Sorry.
and Mako. And as you lock eyes, it's almost like it stares into you and reaches its hands back, and in a strange form of Eldritch Blast, blasts both of them into smithereens, and they dissipate and disintegrate. And you see yourself like standing victorious over them and looking around, and then just kind of like looking at you, like it's staring off into the distance, but like it doesn't know at what. Like something's watching him. And he turns to walk away.
Watching Gulch.
Yeah, he's looking directly in Gulch's direction through this crystal.
Gulch, you all right? You haven't said anything in quite a while.
These are just mirrors, not like portals.
They're mirrors. Like you can't walk through them.
I just watched a version of me just destroy one of those enforcers and some old guy.
Then, okay, all right. I'm sure it's just a possible different universe, maybe.
Inra, as you look around, you see yourself in one of these mirrors. You see your father. You're standing in the direction of the mirror, and your father, Benra, is walking up behind you to put a hand on your shoulder as Luther Chevalier looks on, almost as in contentment. As Benra looks back to him, he nods, and Benra leans in and he says, "I'm sorry, son. It's the only way I could get your mother back." And he stabs you right in the side with a dagger, and you fall to your death. As it pulls back, you notice that you're on the edge of the castle in Hoblock, and a splash is heard.
Can I just instantly by reflex cast Ray of Frost at the mirror?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. Where's my fucking spell sheet? I'm pissed. Oh, here. You have this too.
So you cast Ray of Frost, and what happens is like it kind of glasses up, like it frosts up that glass, right? But you can still kind of see through it, and the last thing you see before everything fades on that mirror is Benra walking back towards Luther Chevalier and handing him the back end of the knife. And you recognize this knife as a token from your mom that you thought was lost to time. And they walk off.
I'll like go up to the mirror and like slam it and yell emotional stuff. I'm not gonna actually do it though.
What? You're not gonna role play? God damn it! It's fine. No, it's fine.
I mean,
God, why?
No.
Way to take us out of the moment.
Not right now. You know what? Okay.
Oh,
You know what? Yeah, we can roleplay this. You know what? Do it. You've done this before. We can do it. All right. So, I'll slowly walk over the. Or no, actually, I'll quickly walk over to the glass and start slamming the glass. Like, God damn it! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. And I'll slowly slide down the glass and the streak of the ice that was there.
That was good. I like that. Take some inspiration for that. Myrna, do you make your way into the middle here, or are you just kind of like hanging back?
I'm kind of watching.
Okay. So you see, all you see is a gulch, because you can't really see anything from that vantage point. You see some like movement to your left, far down on the opposite side, but you can't make out what it is. And you saw some movement on the far opposite side that you couldn't make out what that was either. And all you saw was Inra run over to that side from the corridor that you're in, and you heard a slamming noise and a slipping down of like hands on glass, and him crying out, and the rustling of papers that Gulch has.
What is happening?
You walk in to see Gulch holding the papers, facing away from this mirror here, where Gulch, who looks very much like himself, is entangled in a brawl as you see a strange robed elderly man reach out his staff at him and cast a spell that you see punches a hole right through Gulch. Gulch grabs himself in the stomach, falls to his knees, and he falls over, slumps over. And there's a woman who has a bloody dagger that starts to wipe it off on her and begins to speak to the man about the future of the Athenium Arcanum. Gulch, you hear some of this from behind, almost as if you're snapped out of whatever it was while you were reading your notes, and you turn to see just the last part of this as you were punctured with this ray of disintegration of some sort. And as he slumps over, he turns his head to the side and he looks back, and he's looking back at you with dead, cold, lifeless eyes. And you see yourself in the mirror.
Do I recognize who that woman was?
Yes, that is your replacement. Hold on. Let me find the handout here for you.
No, like the OG replacement?
Yes, you're the one that came with you to Hoblock and was with you and went drinking with you. Osha Ihadar. Oh wait, yes,
The original
that is
bar,
it.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The original, yes. And this was
The one that
Brom
left.
Brom
Like a super drunk,
Arenthal.
though.
Yeah, it's super, super toasted.
yeah.
So Brom
was-
Arenthal and your boss and Osha were the ones that were there and had killed you. That's what you walk into, Mirda.
What
It's
was
good.
that?
I'm just going to be like silently like shaking with rage as I'm watching this unfold.
Nothing. Well, no. It was something. Well, I saw my father literally stabbing me in the back with someone else, and I'm pretty sure Gulch saw something very traumatic due to his fate. So just maybe just keep away from the mirrors is probably the best advice I could give you.
I saw a demonic version of myself wipe out 2 people, and then I saw a version of myself, how I am now, get killed by my boss. And remember that lovely girl that we had drinks with in Shaw?
Yeah.
The one that hang out with Sarah and they got trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that stabbed me in the back before my boss blasted a hole in my chest.
Are these
To be fair,
visions of the future, or are these different
we don't know.
realities?
We don't know.
Or
We
they
don't know.
could be
It
here to trick us.
Mira,
If these notes are correct, these notes mentioned the gods having agents and servants who would hunt down other versions, and we keep hearing. I keep reading about how there's a group of 3 that are needed for this whole thing, and it seems like it's different versions of us being killed.
all right. It's fine because we're going to be that group of 3, right? Mira, do you see anything? 'Cause
As he says that, your attention is drawn across down to the bottom right. And Mirda, you see indeed you are enthralled in combat using your staff against a tall, elderly, elven man in all white robes, reminiscent of someone that you once called Roctavio, and young Sciofra, who now you call Mistress Sciofra, attacking you with razor sharp claws and bats surrounding everywhere. And they just overpower you and beat you down. And at the last moment, you raise your hand and call Penelope, the cave bear, to your aid. And it stands towering behind both of them, but not before Rictavio can stab his rapier into your heart. And the last thing you see is Sciofra being batted away into the ground with Penelope raging and Rictavio running off into the distance. As that ends, the crystal in front of you glows bright, becomes white hot, and it starts to pulse in the different colors and shades of red and green and purple, then white, then black, as if absent of any color. Then it turns bright blue, bright purple again, and shoots a light up into the sky and almost illuminates everything that you can see above you in an endless pillar of darkness. And as that exhaust comes off, you all begin to feel powerful. There's something that is coursing through your veins after experiencing this and seeing this that is causing you to become stronger in some way. And with that, you're going to take a level.
Away. Like Batman for some reason.
It would seem.
Dude, it's been so long. I forgot how to take a level.
Well, don't take it right now. We'll do it
Okay.
after this session. But you're gaining a level, and what the correlation here is that there must have been 10 of you. Or 9 of you. And perhaps there's more, because one of Gulch's got away. After that, all of the mirrors kind of go dark. And Gulch, you're left there with your notes in your hands, and the hat on the ground, and the 2 portals on the ground that seem to be inactive. What do you do?
I think we watched the deaths of other versions of ourselves.
We should kill all the other versions. That's what I was thinking too.
Wait, what?
No. Oh, that's
no.
Wait. Oh,
That's
okay.
a bad thing. You realize that's
Never mind. That's
realize that's
no,
not
that was
good.
not what I was thinking at all. Just wanted to make sure that it was confirmed that you guys weren't thinking the same thing. Yes, very bad. Very bad. Okay.
It's a test.
Well, there's a bunch of notes over here and a hat.
Is it a nice hat?
I guess before I do anything, I do an investigation on the crystal.
Sure. 17 is the first one. I don't know why it doesn't double, but the investigation would reveal that this is similar make and model to the one that you saw in your library. It has a similar color pigmentation and structure. You would recognize this as some sort of a quartz from the Gasping Mountains. That it's normally where things of this nature are mined from. It is a larger version of a spell component used in scrying materials. Spells? And it is a very excellent conductor of magical energy. And you've heard talks through certain books that you've filed away of it being used to travel, but no one's gotten that to work yet. To far off places. And last you heard some of the research that was going into that kind of a transportation need was to try to get to the Southern Isles because no one can seem to get there by ship, with the exception of a Benra Stormbreaker. Of course, it's just accolades. Next.
So, what do we do?
I'm gonna
Right.
step on this platform.
You step on the platform. Nothing seems to happen. Does not seem to activate.
Also,
For fun.
one adjacent.
Oh, fuck you. I'll step over here by the nothing, I guess.
Hold on. Don't move.
Okay.
So. Okay. Hold on.
It will disappear and it's just me in this world.
Stuck by
Well,
yourself.
who has the eye?
I do.
Okay.
I.
Ah.
We just stranded, Andrew.
Dude, if I'm stranded, I'm gonna laugh really hard.
Okay.
I think that's DM speak for shit. How do I unfuck this?
Yeah. All right. Gulch, you're standing on this plate.
Yep.
Mirda, you walk over to the other plate just to see what happens, and as you step on it, both you and Gulch are transported away. Gulch, you are
Nice.
transported outside of the Wizard's Tower. And Mirda, you arrive in the same sort of room in the Hoblock Library. A continent away.
Oh my god. Okay.
Talk about split the party.
I kind of feel...
Man. I can't even fucking read, man. Come on. Oh.
And you're all alone except for Gulch.
Guys. Oh, great. Great.
Gulch. Outside the Wizard's Tower.
I see murder.
Well,
No. I think that the
no,
this
no,
place
no,
reduces
no,
me.
no. Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure it was me at this episode, wasn't it?
You want me to put it back?
It's... You know what? I think we're not going to do that. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We're doing it live. All right. Gulch,
Okay.
you are outside of the tower. And directly to your right, you, for the first time in this entire kind of debacle, realize that there was somebody that didn't seem to be with you guys inside that should have been there with you. And that was Finn.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
I went through the portal and it put me here, and I just sat here waiting and nobody came.
I
Where's...
apologize. we were in the tower and things hit the fan, the windmill, if you will.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I guess we're together now. Where's the others? Are they coming? Where's Mirda?
I don't know.
I haven't been able to make contact with her in some time, and it feels weird.
How
I feel like
much
she's
of a
far
range
away.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. We were in the tower. We got a few items and we saw some things. Got a bit of an understanding of what's going on, and we stepped on these portals, and Mirna and I both disappeared. And oh God, is Enra still in there?
What do you mean? Still in there?
We were in the tower in some weird room, and Mirna and I were standing on these platforms, but it only activated when Mirna hit the other one. And if Enra's by himself, he might not be able to activate the other one.
Oh no! Well, maybe we should go. We should go ask the ladies to help us. They got us in there once. We could get back in there again. Maybe.
Then I'd have to give them this item they asked for, and
Wasn't that
just
part of the
becomes this
deal?
whole thing. I mean, yeah.
About that time, you feel this pressure on your shoulder. Poof, they just drop onto you, and this excessive panting. You look to your side, and it's Winston.
Oh my goodness.
He's been waiting there this whole time.
Oh,
And you can tell that
buddy.
he's just been flying around this whole time.
Oh, buddy.
And he's nuzzling up against you, and he's just so glad to see that you're still alive. And you can tell that he's been worried. In front of you, you see the portal that had lit up for you to go back to the front of the windmill, or at least that's what happened last time. And it is active.
All right, let's go. Let's step on the portal. Let's see if they can help us get everybody back together.
Okay, yeah. As you guys go to step on the portal, you stand in the circle, and the circle stops glowing. And in front of you, you see the visage of something you haven't seen in a long time in person, but more in visions, rather. And you hear the voice say, "Oh, I think that it's time we need to have a little chat. You couldn't run from me forever. And now that I found you, we're going to make things right." And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Ho ho ho! Green giant.
Oh boy. Okay.
We could go a little bit further, but everything that I had planned for next was kind of thrown out the window. So I gotta do some more planning.
Is it because I had the rock and stepped on the platform?
No, well, part of it, but yeah, no, it was because two of you went on the platform at the same time, and yeah, I mean, I could have just DM ruled it, but I thought this was much more interesting because now I've got ways. It's fine, but I need to prep some stuff.
So it was supposed to be us three on the platform because I saw one of the platforms were double placed, and I was like,
okay,
not
hold
even
on. So you
gonna
saw? Let me go back in there because that was not supposed to be.
I saw one of the platforms had like two platforms,
Oh,
and I was
Dude,
like,
see,
I
I
don't know
saw
if
a
that's a
double
mistake or
single.
not.
I don't know why
I
it's
saw
been doing
the
that,
double
but
place, too.
that happened
I
last
saw
game
the
too.
double place, and so I don't know if that was supposed to be on purpose or not.
No, what happened is on my screen, it's not there. Oh, no, it's not there.
Really?
And so it
Oh,
didn't.
I
It wasn't
can't-
supposed to
I
be.
can't
Like
see
if
that.
I showed
I'm
you
still
my
off on the
screen here,
camera.
hold on. So here, if I go to
I see it on your stream there.
let me get to how do I show this? Let's do this, and let's go to the art. Maybe we'll show it on stream.
And say on the
Oh.
stream, I saw the double placement. I don't see it there.
So you don't see it there, right? And that's my DM screen.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
so weird.
it's really weird.
But yeah, I saw the missed double placement, and I was like, oh, maybe he'll
That
fix
was-
it.
that was an
Turns out
accident.
I'm now alone.
No, you're alone. You're
We're all
absolutely alone.
It's fine.
Well, you're not alone. You've got that. What's his
Oh
face?
yeah, I've got Winston.
You guys,
And
yeah,
We,
and
we don't
Finn.
even know where Mirda is, so that's hilarious to me.
Well,
Yeah.
I know where Mirror is at.
Oh yeah,
That's
you do.
pretty interesting. I'm gonna buddy up with a deer and try and not die, maybe.
Just
Hmm.
remember what I said. My boss
That's
keeps
so
trying to kill me.
interesting.
I don't know how I could possibly forget.
Yeah,
Oh,
Is that a
man.
catchy tune?
that was
It's
pretty
stuck in
good.
your
I'm
head.
gonna. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. Jesus Christ. Can we start over?
Yeah, you're pretty stuck, bro. But I think it's funny because like there's a lot of stuff that can still it's still gonna work. Everything's fine. Like as far as like what I have planned, we just have
Okay.
No
we have a
error.
more interesting step now to deal with, and I think that's fine.
Okay. So are we doing this Friday at
Friday?
9? Or
Friday
are we doing it
At
earlier?
9, I
Eastern.
mean,
Or are we doing it earlier?
I thought 9 was we were doing Friday
I
was
thought
still the
9
same.
was it, but I
What happened
am
here?
able to do
Why are we
earlier, like at least like 8:30,
Here we go.
8, just so we have a
Eight.
little bit of leeway.
8:38. That's a very specific time.
I'm just it's 2 specific times, but I'm trying to see if we can get some more leeway in
Sure.
terms
I
of,
mean,
you know,
If you
us
guys want more time, I
following
can
the
probably
fucking
plan
around
for a
and stuff.
longer session on Friday too. But that's up to, I mean, up to you guys. How did you
To
feel about
guys.
this?
I don't
mean,
care either
technically,
way.
we still
I'm
had a
I'm
half
ready
an
for
hour,
9. But I know we're gonna lose a day on the 23rd, which is me.
right? But we can plan
So-
another day too, so that's fine too.
Right.
But
I'm just giving the option since
Cool.
you have the day off.
I appreciate it.
Well, you said we might be, or you don't want to do that Sunday, Ollie?
I can't, wait, what day? Oh yeah, on the 24th. Wait, it's because he doesn't know when he's back because he's leaving. We
Yeah,
can't
why
do the
can't you
23rd.
look? You literally know when your ticket is. Like, it'll say it on your ticket when you're getting back.
Oh,
But I know how that
sure
goes
enough.
too. Whenever you come back from vacation, and you just boom get hit with another thing, and you need a vacation from your vacation.
That's pretty true.
And your D&D is like, it's intense. Like you don't realize it while you're playing it, and then 2 hours later, you're like, damn, I'm like exhausted.
It's true, but I do this a lot.
That's
So,
good.
let's see.
That's good though.
So I'll look into it.
Okay,
see
we'll
when I
figure
can
out
get back.
another day, another time. I mean, if it goes into the first week of October, I was just trying to wrap it up by the end of, because I know we said we were going to wrap it up in like 8 sessions,
yeah,
and here
I
we are
hope so,
22
too.
sessions later. I don't have a problem with it. I just wanted to kind of give a completion to it. So that was why only reason I was.
I like we're like, all right, we're gonna power this out so we can get done earlier. And it's like, hey,
How about we split the
have
party completely?
between different dimensions and content? Boom.
Yeah, it's fine though.
We're
I mean,
not-
like, it's
We're
just
not playing anymore,
what
right?
we need. No, we're playing. No, not anymore today. No, it's I'm gonna.
Man, I wish we were all together still.
Wait.
No, we're not playing anymore.
You're
you
right.
said.
I get it. And I was like, dang it. Wish we were all playing together. Well, your wish is granted. We're still playing. We're not done.
Boom, back in the universe.
Boom, back in the universe. But you do have that wish spell. I'm just saying. You know.
Hold on. Actually, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 20. There is a possibility I could do the 25th, which is that Sunday. It says 8:30. I should be home by like 10. I can probably nap.
PM?
It actually doesn't even say if it's AM PM. That's why I say might.
Oh,
It just says 8:30.
My assumption's usually AM. If you leave in the AM, you're going to come in the back in the AM usually. But
Yeah, I'm
'cause
gonna
they
have to.
want
I'll
your
buy
nights
Wi-Fi
and days.
on the boat and let you guys know.
All right, well, whatever works is fine. I mean, we'll make it work. It's not that big a deal. If we need an extra week, we need an extra week, whatever. We didn't know about that, so it's fine. But we'll figure it out. So I
I didn't know
will
either.
wrap the call up. I will prep for Friday, 9.
Yes.
Still good? And then we'll try
Yeah.
to legit, like, start at 9.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm down with that.
yeah. If we decide that we want to go a little earlier.
Let's say 8:45 meetup.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I said yeah. I agree with that. That's fine.
Cool. That works.
Teague, make sure Mus doesn't shit himself again.
I'll try.
There's no guarantees.
Listen, I can't control that. But you
It's
gotta
fine.
wish.
It's okay.
You gotta
I'll make,
a ring
I'll
of
make
wishes.
sure.
So.
I'll make sure I don't shit myself either.
Oh well,
it's fine. We're
that's
on the same
please
page.
do. Thank you.
Yeah. No wait, huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and end this call. I'll talk to you guys on Friday.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So, oops, should have gone over here. That was a doozy. Left me hanging. They got right to where I had totally had planned. I was like, "Yep, cool," and then boop, they just booped out. Blue, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I saw your note here. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Shell, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for modding it up. You rock. Hope you're doing well as well. I got that new job, so remote work is in play. So after I get my training done, I figure out what my day-to-day looks like by probably October. I'll be doing some more scheduled streams, and I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. Is it going to be mornings or is it going to be nights? There's going to be a mix of the 3 timelines. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to get to the job and see how that goes. But yeah, tonight was really pretty exciting. 2 combats right in a row that were not planned. That actually just was not what's supposed to happen, and they did the right things to make those things happen. That's what this party tends to do, and I'm glad they like to keep me on my toes. So, but thank you to all of you who were hanging out tonight. I am gonna see if Shattered Mutant still on right now. Is he still doing his 24-hour thing? I think today. Oh wait, no, that's Friday, isn't it? That's Friday. Never mind. Well, that's fine. That's fine too. That is fine as well. Good thing I gave them an extra level. What? All right. See what's up here. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, Sass is streaming. Okay, hold on a second. And Willow. Shadowlancer. Tragic, but we raided them last time. So let's you know what? Let's Shadowlancer. He's playing Power Wash. Let's do that. Let's get that raid going. Make sure you copy the command. Get this ready to go. I will be back on Friday with more D&D. We're hopefully going to be able to mitigate this disaster that just happened. Shadowlancer TV. Is the raid happening for me? I don't see it. What's going on here? We're doing the raid? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in this raid. You guys join me. Let's hang out for a little bit. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We will be back on Friday at 9 Eastern. That is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I will see you then. And yeah, bye.